Well, at least I have some time to talk to myself now. That's what's so. I'm just gonna wait till people start filing out. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to repeat myself. But if you're watching this on a replay, I just inadvertently canceled the last stream. Some keystroke happened. It's very frustrating when that happens. And with YouTube, there's no nice way to get back into the action. There we go. People are finding it slowly but surely. Unbelievable. Shit happens. Hello, 3 people on board. This is why we can't have nice things. Thank you. I am Graveler. Graveler. All right. Growler, I appreciate that, dude. I'm just going to wait till more people start filing back in. Alberta and Stella, do I think an air fryer guide would help any? No. Me paying attention to the font, like what's typed on the screen, would have helped. There we go. People are finding it. Once again with feeling. Yeah, exactly. I'll wait till this fills out a little bit more. That's just silly. So silly. I don't even know what I did. But essentially what happened is there was a right mouse click and it like forced me to go back. And that's what's so frustrating about live streaming from YouTube. I don't think there is. And if there is, it's not obvious. There's no way to get back live when that happens, which is why I usually use StreamYard, because I can leave that entire stream and come back and everything is fine. With YouTube, no. I could see the live stream was still going and everybody was still chatting. And I'm just like, where's the rejoin button for me? The only button I have is end stream. I'm just like, so stupid. Oh, anyway, it happens. It's like we were due. It hadn't happened in a while. It's just the way it is. But I think some memberships were given out right near the end of that, but that's the way it is. Oh, she done messed up. Boom. Bye-bye. Even if it was towards YouTube, she knows the rules. Okay. Let's get back into it. My apologies, everybody. If you found the stream again, it is what it is. YouTube is nonsense when I touch buttons. But anyways, if you are just joining us, hanging out, live stream in a van, as we've been doing every second Friday for a while now. If you got any questions for me, throw them into the chat with 3 Q's in the front of them. Helps them stand out. Unless you're Debbie F, put 3 S's and complain about the fact that I forgot your birthday. You could do that as well. Okay, where are we? And we're back. Welcome back, Canadian Nat. Yes, I don't know. You were touching buttons. Yeah, sometimes you have to when you're using a computer, unfortunately. I feel like I need to write a strongly worded letter. I have to turn my messages off. Give me a second, everybody. Oh, wow. Phantom Mickey, quality content provided. Thank you very much for that super chat. I greatly appreciate that. That's very, very kind of you. What does that 10 mean? Does that mean you've done 10 super chats? That's very, very kind of you. Thank you so much. Give me a second here, guys. I'm just trying to get I'm trying to get my poop in a group here. There's got to be a way to... There it is. Sign out. All right. No more of that nonsense. You will learn your lesson, lady. All right. Sorry, press send too soon. Ready for the heat wave? No. Hi, Silent Witness. How are you? We were just talking about that. Yeah, it's getting a lot hotter here. And I'm driving somewhere where it's going to be even hotter. Unbelievable, right? That's the thing with, like, when the heat gets as hot as it's going to get, you got to be near a body of water, which is why I'm so opposed to Alberta, unless you're like, well, even then, if you go to like Banff and all of those lakes there, those lakes are too cold. That's why the lakes in BC are so nice. It was the quickest live in history. No, I think it was still longer than my like 20-minute live I did years ago, but also welcome back. Oh, Kim Jones, thank you very much. Rum Fund edition. I appreciate that. Tonight we are drinking Newfoundland Screech. I'm running out of ice. This is the problem. I'm using my Flamingo mug as well, but it's not insulated like the Yeti, and the ice is gone. Hang on. Hit the button on the EcoFlow. Pin in and train you how to do this. Quick, come say hi. Come say hello. People are going to wonder where you are. Yes. What else? Anything else? No? Oh, then what happened? Oh, you Jojo girl. Are you still exhausted from the weekend? I'm a little exhausted still from the weekend. We're recovering. We're recovering. Sonia Martinez, welcome to the live chat, my dear. Hello, hello. Oh, Peaches says hi to you, Penny. Would you like to murder her some more? She says yes. I'm definitely still. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, frick. It's all right. We got a year. Tim. It'll be fine. Hello, Jeff. How are you tonight, sir? Lovely to see you in the chat. Masha just entered the room again, I think. Yeah, sorry, Masha. I saw you come in and you were like, Masha in the house. And I was like, not live anymore. I could see the chat, but I touched a button. So, Oh, Ian, sir, thank you so very much. Got to get going, champions. Getting on that mega expensive ferry today. Here's a tank of fuel for lucky for your road trip. Stay safe, humans. Dude, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. I appreciate that. And you've already given me an incredible amount of generosity this week. Stay tuned. No spoilers. But, sir, thank you very much. You enjoy your weekend and be safe on that ferry. Just because it's expensive doesn't mean it can't sink. What a terrible thing to say. Have some more screech. Oh, yeah. I am absolutely going to blame it on operator error and YouTube error. Because, I mean, like, how hard would that be to implement, right? If StreamYard can do it, why can't there just be a button where I just go rejoin? I don't know. It's weird. Especially if the stream's still going. There probably is. I shouldn't say probably. That's a loaded word. I would assume there would be, but it's not obvious. That's for darn sure. How was my Canada Day last Monday? It was fine. It started with me soaking wet. Not in the good way. But it was fine. I had a great camping trip weekend with a bunch of my patrons out in Kananaskis. Actual Canada Day, we woke up to an absolute downpour. That was checkout day anyway, though. After that, I went and crawled into a hole and partially died. So I enjoyed it. I ended the day with fajitas. Thank you, Crow's Ears. I appreciate that. I'm glad you guys are here. I hope you're having a good start to your weekend. If you haven't fixed your awning, I have a rivet gun that you can use. I know not a question, but I asked it before you disconnected. Oh, sorry, Michelle. I appreciate that. Yeah, that awning went in the effing bush. Stay tuned. Monday's vlog. Am I taking Grace to the U.S.? No, Grace is not coming. I figured I won't have need of her because so many of us are going, right? So because of the trip and its context, I'm just going to go with Lucky. And I think that's kind of poetic in a way for the channel, right? We don't need Grace right now. I don't need to be hauling her around. I wouldn't want to risk any issues, although not having Grace now is a risky issue in my brain. You know what I mean? Like Lucky's getting old, so it can happen any day now where I'm stranded on the side of the road, but it's just an adventure. So whatever, we'll figure it out. I think I saw my phone screen light up. It's over on my bed. Have they had any arrests in the Craze outdoor burglary? Not that I've heard of, Callie Nurse. I was just down, or I was talking to Conrad yesterday, but nothing was mentioned in that regard. Oh, Alberta and Stella. I would not use a guide. Do not send me a guide. I saw you ask that earlier. I'd say you didn't hear me respond. Not anymore, Jackie. My bites subsided, thank goodness. I was also like bathing myself in off that weekend, though. The bugs were out in full force. I'm not a van lifer, but I've been glued to your channel and your adventures. Much appreciated. O-Town Boy, YOW, or Yow. Dude, that's awesome. I greatly appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. You don't have to be a van lifer to watch, obviously. I wasn't when I got completely obsessed with van life channels. So I'm glad to have you here, sir. Where in the U.S. am I going? I'm going to Montana. Bill Boyer's in the van. Hope this will help you get home. Thank you very much, Bill. I hear your gas is a little cheaper down there, so I should be fine. Bill, thank you so very much. That's a very generous super chat, sir. I hope you are having a fantastic start to your Friday as well. Hello from Gallup, New Mexico, John Wayne country. Hello, Donna. Bonanza country too, a little bit, was it not? I don't know, maybe not. Did you get the coat? Did you? Oh my gosh, can't read. Yes, Sharon. Yeah, Jackie actually did it for me at the Patreon meetup. Is it possible to take our pets across the U.S.-Canada border without a bunch of paperwork? Apparently, yes. Apparently, you can just go. It's fine. Especially like every state apparently is individual. Like you don't. Montana doesn't have any requirements, especially for cats. So. I appreciate it regardless, Alberta and Stella. Thank you. Hello, Teresa. You're not late. You arrived precisely when you mean to. Hello, just Casey. How are you, darling? How was the rest of your camping trip? In my opinion, what's a better laptop, Mac or Windows? Are you kidding? What kind of question is that, Jason? Who knows what I'm going to say? What do I like better, Mac or Windows? Let's see what the chat has to say. I have to play with questions like that because it's more fun for me. Tim. Ooh, did Angela pop in? I must have missed her come in, but I see some people saying hi to her. There she is. I just switched over to my laptop. Easier to reply. Hello, darling. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend with the grandbabies. KMR, very handsome shirt. Thank you, Kathy. Reminds me to look for Dixon's every time I thrift store shop. She loves yours. Amber does that too. She tries to find Dixon's at the thrift store. I remember when you got your Mac, you were so excited. I know. I got it at the Apple store in Edmonton, and it's still going strong today. Fancy that. Windows. CrowTube, Crozier. You're so funny. I was just asking because I've dealt with Windows all the time. I've never dealt with Mac before, so I don't know anything about Mac. It is a little bit more of a learning curve for sure. If you've never touched a Mac, like that's the one thing. Okay, I shouldn't say that's the one thing, but in my like Mac obsessed opinion, that is the one thing Windows has going for them. Well, at least they used to. Windows 11 is a little obnoxious, but they're much more user friendly. Whereas a Mac, yeah, it is. The operating system takes a little bit more to get used to. But again, like anything else, once you get used to it, it's second nature. It really, really is. What's for dinner tonight? Says Jacqueline Jeffrey. Probably my leftover Subway sandwich. I got a foot long today and I couldn't finish it. Don't tell anybody. It's embarrassing. You were rained out, came home to summer instead in Calgary. Yeah, no shit. Oh, it's too bad. I hope you got some good time in with your son, though, at the very least. Matthew, is Penny still beating up her toys? Yeah. Well, yes. When they piss her off, Lisa. Hot and Chilliwack. Well, it's good. Great weekend so far, Angela says. West Ed Mall store too. I should get mine at West Ed Mall. I got mine. Maybe it wasn't an Apple store. No, it was, but it was in the South Commons Mall. Mac is best for media, YouTube, but there's a new Windows processor from Qualcomm Snapdragon. None of that. That's all nonsense. All of those words mean nothing. Just giving you a hard time, Cam. Because if I won't, who will? Alberta says, heck, I can't even finish a 6-inch sub. Yeah, but I used to just like pound those footlongs away. It just went, everybody just calm down, right? But now I'm just like, I mean, I also got one of those. They got this like whole new, like, well, the whole menu's new at Subway, but they got a whole bunch of new stuff. You know, they got footlong pretzels. I had that like a week ago, not today, but footlong pretzels. They also have footlong cookies. Like, $6 for a cookie. Well, I mean, it's a foot long, but come on. But they have also got these like little dippers or whatever on the menu. They're all right. They make them in their flatbreads. I got a little 6-incher of that, guys, the 2-cheese kind. So that definitely played a part in me not being able to finish my entire sandwich. Just saying. Ooh, Mark's saving space. That's a good decision. Save space for the cookout. That'd be better food than Subway probably anyway. Oh, I like Subway. I don't mind it at all. Did Bill say he was bouncing? Hi and bye. He's out of here. Great. Now I want Subway, says Freedom Paws. I'm sorry. You're going to want it even more later when I mow it. Although, I don't know. I got banana peppers on it and I got a little bit of heartburn. So I don't know. We'll see. If I had heartburn from it then, that means I'm gonna have heartburn from it later, and later I'll be trying to sleep, so it'll be more obnoxious. I don't know. We'll see. Masha's not wrong. Remember to smash the like button because this is a new blog he opened. That is correct. 245 people here. We got 89 likes. Let's see how many more likes we can get in 5 minutes. And at that point, my ice will be done. We'll see. What was it at? 85? That's what I'm going with. I don't even remember what I just said. Take the peppers off. But they're so tasty. I'm my own worst enemy. It's so true. I had Taco Bell tonight. You're going to pay for that later. Your toilet's not going to like you. My apologies. It's just a running joke with Taco Bell, is it not? Have I ever seen Jif's chocolate peanut butter there in Canada? If so, you should try it. It's fantastic. No, I don't think I don't think I've seen the chocolate version, but I don't look. So maybe I will tomorrow morning, and we'll see. Sounds like it'd be like Nutella though. What? I mean, or Reese's. Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? You're probably like $7. Rosemary Sparkle, hello with all of the pink sparkly hearts. Welcome to the live chat. Mr. Sub is good too. I like Mr. Sub. I like Quiznos. Quiznos is like, oh, so good. What's the drink of the day? Water. But the drink of the moment is Newfoundland Screech. I don't know if they're in the chat. You'll see. It's spoilers or no spoilers. Firehouse Subs. A bunch of people said Firehouse Subs. I've never heard of this. Is that like where you go down to a fire hall and steal a sandwich from a firefighter? Because that doesn't say, it's ill-advised. It's terrible advice, Stacy. Don't do that. Peanut butter with honey, those are good. Why the hell don't I stock that? Thanks, Mark. I used to get that all the time. I totally forgot that was a thing. Because who wants 2 jars of something? Ooh, Mark, you done did it now. You know what's frustrating about the Montana trip though? That's like really on my mind is that you can't like take anything across the border when it comes to food. No meats, no cheeses, no eggies. Like I got to get rid of everything. Can I take bread across the border? Can I take yogurt across the border? Like no, you must spend money here and get our shit. What? I could work for what? If I could work for Apple, would I? No. I don't need to be what are they called? Geniuses? If you have to do this with the word genius. Hello, Deborah. Matthew's food truck. Am I going to kiss the cod? I know what that means, but it's escaping me right now. And the sound of it makes me want to say nay. Ooh. Angela, I want cake toppers. What the? Do you need papers for Penny when you cross the border? I don't think so, no. From everything I've looked up, no. She just right across there. Yeah, I need to convert my money to US. I know. I need to go into my bank and ask like what's going to happen if I use my credit card while I'm down there. But if it's going to be a whole like bunch of nonsense with fees and stuff, then yeah, I'm going to have to take out cash and convert it to American currency. That is for darn sure. Oh, fluff and peanut butter. Oh, the marshmallow spread, Lisa. I've never actually had that stuff. Love the shirt. Thank you, Deborah. I appreciate it. Good day, Matt and Penny. Love your shirt. Thank you, Di and Max. I appreciate that. I'm a fan of it as well. It is a good one. Dixon nailed it, as someone would say. I don't know who that person would be. Hot pepper bacon jam. Well, that sounds like something I would never put in my mouth. Yikes. I know I need to be screeched. I'm waiting for ice. Yeah, I bet they're yummy. And cake toppers. Tempt me with a good time. Oh, there's a bug in here. Are we doing this again? Where'd you come from? You. That's a big one, too. Hang on. I got 2 minutes on my ice. How many likes are we at? Ooh. Oh, there's a big moth in here. What the hell? Where did you come from? This is shades of the past. Come on, land, you sucker. I'm going to get you. Bastard. Got him. Ha ha. Son of a bitch didn't know what hit him. It was my hand that hit him. All right. It's easier to take cats to the EU? That's crazy. 162 likes. We got 1 minute. How many more likes can we get? 259 people watching. Come on, hit that like button. Let's go, let's go. If you're on your TV, log in on your phone. I don't know what the likes do, but I'm really into it right now. Roll this window down. It's a problem. I turned off the air. Well, there we go. That'll help. Hello, Habit Nun Angel. How are you? When I looked to going into Canada with my kitty before that he passed, Canada required papers for him to enter. Hopefully Penny will be able to re-enter. If not, I'll just hide her in the electrical box. Re-enter. She's a Canadian citizen. I guess I just moved to the States at that point. $183, and the ice is done in 3, 2, 1. Final count. 183. That's not too bad. That was like 100 likes in 5 minutes. Grocery fund for Montana. Oh, Phantom Mickey, thank you very much. Right? I'm going to go spend that all on cereal and taste test what the Americans have going on. I appreciate that super chat. Thank you very much. My like thumb says 6 likes. Phantom Mickey is keeping me in groceries, and I greatly appreciate it. Is it cooling off out there? Hope so. Tomorrow's supposed to be a little bit cooler than it was today, and I'm very excited. Let's see. I'm going to touch the screen, so we're probably going to lose the stream, just so everybody knows. Come over here. There we go. Ooh, it's a behind-the-scenes shot. Look at that. This is what happens. This is what I'm doing when I'm farting around over on this side. I need to move to my poop bucket. Not because I need to poop. Hang on. It's just easier if I sit here. Hi. That's a lint roller. Ice. There we go. Look at those frozen chunks of water. One's in my lap. I don't want lap ice. That's just, who needs that? Come on. The hole's too small. If I had a nickel. There we go. Frickin', come on. Oh my God. I never missed this much, I swear. One more. The only problem with this flamingo, it doesn't fit all of the ice. Unlike the Yeti. The Yeti fits it all. It's just the way. Uh-oh, what's going on? Did an ice cube fall out? Oh my goodness. Get in there. All right. Close it up. Move back over. Who put a lint roller there? God. Am I hungry while I'm over here? Do I want my Subway sandwich now? I could probably eat it. There it is. Subway sandwich. All right, come back. There we go. Okay, what we got going on here? Hey, Heather, how you doing? Welcome to the live chat. What happened to the bird live stream? Who was streaming a bird? I feel like we have questions for that person. What was that? Dropping stuff all over the place. What else is new? Hello, Paula. Welcome to the live stream. Deborah, no. Oh, Van Gal. Hello, my dear. How are you? It's weird for me to call you by your screen name now. Definitely needed frozen cubes of water today, but much warmer as the week progresses. See? Have I finished the Dead Man's Fingers yet? No, I have not. Where is that bottle? I just saw it. It's around here somewhere. I had a cup. Oh, I had one of them last night. I had one drink last night. I finished the shipwreck. Borealis Nights is back. Now we can commence the festivities. Where is Penny? We only watch for her. You can click off right now. If you can make a meal named after you, what kind of meal would you make? It has to be called the Matthew. I don't know, but it's gonna be fuzzy. I don't know. If it's like something like I make that's named after me, it would be enchiladas, chicken enchiladas. Canadian Oreos are better than American Oreos? What's the difference? I mean, I'm not denying that there is, but that's weird. I bought a Yeti cooler, so I don't have to buy ice every day. Depends on where you are, though. Yetis are good, just like the White Rock that I have. All those roto-molded coolers are pretty much the same. If it's hot, though, the ice still melts. Unless you got like a really big one. If you got yourself like a really big cooler, then that's fine. Mine, I've clearly got too much like stuff in it, and it keeps melting the ice. The Matthew, lots of meat. Oh my God, Stacey, calm down. We have more fillings in our. We have more filling in the Oreos. Really? I mean, we've got double stuff. You guys don't have. It's hiding behind the poop bucket. The bottle of rum that I was talking about. All right, let's see if this is any good now. It's been in my fridge. I've never put a sub sandwich in a fridge before because I've always eaten them when I buy them. And just turkey breast. It's fine. That'll do. Waste not, want not. Huh? Subway needs to bring back the taco sub and call it a Van Life Plus. I didn't know there was ever a taco sub. How long ago was that, Braden? Don't age yourself too much. Oh, America has double stuffed Oreos. Well, then just get the double stuffed Oreos and quit your bitching. Kay comes in with the answers. Oreo soft cake cookie with peanut butter filling. It was okay. Oreos are like, they're fine. Nothing amazing. Hang on, Teresa. Thank you very much. Just what I found at my local store in Edmonton. Revitity. They had peach and blackberry flavors and on sale too. I hit the jackpot. Those two flavors. I mean, the peach is better, but those are good. I'm glad you found them. I'm glad you like them. That's awesome. And thank you for the super chat. You could have got yourself a couple other pouches of Revita for that, and I appreciate it. Oreos and milk. Chocolate chip cookies and milk. We have more flavors of Oreo cookies. In the States? Probably. Hey, Jackie Berg, watching all the way from New York. Hope you're having a good start to your weekend. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Sorry, I'm eating. I know it's not as engaging at this moment, but 302 people watching, 208 likes. Who has tuned in and hasn't clicked that like button? If you do it, the number will go up. It's funny you say that, Master. I did have a bag of chips when I ordered it. It was the Miss Vicky's new sour cream herb and onion. So good. I gotta get myself a big bag of that. Hey, Lisa, we missed you this weekend. I hope everything with the car is like sorted and it's behaving itself. Or the bread goes stale. That's a good point. Makes sense. I knew I was going to stuff it in my face hole tonight, though, so we're all right. Deborah giving everybody crap. Lazy butts, click that like button. Thanks, Deborah. Yep. Thanks, Annalie. I got my thing set to live. I did it right as soon as I make the live stream. Well, there's 3 lights, one from the TV, one from my phone, and one from my other house phone. What? Jason, what? Oh, likes. That makes way more sense. Your house phone can do likes? Is your house phone a cell phone? It's like, no, it's a rotary, and I gave you a like. That would blow my mind. Well done, sir. In Canada, we have more flavors of Oreos. Okay. That'd be a first. Have I ever eaten vanilla ice cream and Crunch and Munch? No. I'm not like a huge ice cream guy. I like it. Tiger is my favorite. And vanilla would be my go-to if the choices are vanilla or chocolate, because chocolate ice cream is yuck. But I've never done that. Like those like weird like snacky things, I'm usually just like, why? Sounds messy. Oh, there's nuts in Crunch and Munch, so that'd probably be good. I just like putting their nuts in cream. All right. Yeah, the Applewood smoked barbecue is great. Hi, Dreadwolf. See, I don't know where you found that because I did a Google search yesterday and everything I read said there's nothing required. And it was like the most up-to-date stuff. See, that's the problem. Let's go talk to a vet and see, because you can't trust anything on the internet anymore. You can't. There's too many opinions. You looked it up, you found one thing, I looked up another, found a completely opposite thing. So guess I'll go talk to a vet. Lisa, so far so good. I'm hoping to try to make it out that way in the fall. I saw you say that. Maybe mid to late September. Do I risk snow then? No, you shouldn't. You really, really shouldn't. That's quite early. And even if you did get some, it shouldn't be anything like debilitating. You know what I mean? Exactly. There's way too many scans. How about the people like Zora? Are you still here? What did you have to do for your dogs when you came to Canada last weekend? Now I got to pay attention to the chat for the answer. Okay, so Emmy went to Alaska, no problem. Wait, what was that last one? Jared says, just like the U.S. does not require anything to bring their cat back into the U.S. Well, stop crunching so loud, Masha. God, you're one of those. Oh no, nothing's going on with Penny, Janet. We're just talking about I'm leaving for Montana next week. Sorry, Lisa, I'll eat faster. And see, like that's the thing. Jacqueline Jeffrey says you have to show proof of rabies, but if you look up the state of Montana, they said they don't need that. And this is why you don't ask for opinions online. Oh, sorry. Did I miss something from Terry? I see Jackie trying to answer. Curious minds want to know, why are you going to Montana? Why not? What's wrong with Montana? Yeah, it's a family event. A vet passport. Oh no, this is just utter nonsense. What's happening? I gotta take her, like hold her at London Drugs in the camera and then take a picture of her on the white screen. A little mugshot. Okay, Nancy, now Jared is saying, see what I mean? Like it's so like murky. There's no like, Yeah, and that's the other problem too. When you look up traveling, it like automatically diverts to flying, which is like okay, but that's not what I'm doing. Whoa, chat stuck. Hang on a second. There we go. You just realized your granddaughter's name is Grace? Sounds like you need to spend a little bit more time with her, Vernon. I think like the biggest issue is I just run Penny back to like a vet in Creston or something. I can't remember which way I'm going. Oh, all I had to do is get them rabies shots and vets health. But August 1st, U.S. border changing rules. Going back in the U.S., so I'm making sure I'm back in the U.S. No test subjects for me. Right? I won't be down there past August anyway. Yeah, I mean, it's Montana. Like that's the one thing. We were looking up rules and regulations across the board. You talk to people on Montana, they're like, it's Montana. It's like, oh, okay. It's Montana. Like, yeah, it's Montana. We don't care. This is, all right. I'll take it. Yeah, I can't click that link, unfortunately, Deborah. But that's where I look. That's where I said the CDC doesn't require anything like that. Oh, thank you very much, Phantom Mickey. You've been very generous tonight. We didn't have to do that, but I do greatly appreciate it. You enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you very much for hanging out. Don't work too hard. So you have to be up early, and it's Saturday tomorrow. My goodness. North Idaho, same way. Like it's Idaho. Yeah, exactly. Y'all, the states that border Canada are probably just like, what's all the issues? I imagine maybe New York are like, we don't want your rabies infested van cat coming across. Good night, Carrie McLaren. Have yourself a fantastic evening. Unless you're saying good night to Phantom Mickey. Hello, everyone from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Happy Canada Day to everyone on YouTube. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate that. How long is the drive to Montana? Well, a straight shot from where I am is about 5.5 to where we're going. But I'm not going that way. God forbid. It's going to be a whole thing. Stay tuned. Come to New York City. Maybe one day. That will not be on this trip. I do. We've talked about that a lot, and I would love to do a trip through the states. Right, I really do. I really want to get over the eastern states as well. I don't know, something about going over there and going to like places like freaking Rhode Island, Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia. I don't know, something about that. What is that? That's the Pacific Northwest? No, that would be Washington, Oregon, Idaho. So is it the Atlantic Northeast? No, but like it's like those like places in the states in my brain are synonymous with like fall and autumn and just so nice. Goodbye, crazy native. Have yourself a fantastic weekend. It's a wonder us dirty van lifers don't have to get rabies shots across the border, right? It's crazy. Jay-Z says gun states. Go to the gun, like Texas. That's all I know. That's a gun state. I know nothing about those laws and regulations in Canada, or sorry, in America. The Appalachian states. There we go. The Blue Ridge Parkway. I'm just getting suggestions now. Do I like guns? Guns are fine. It's a weird question. Do you like them? I don't know. They've never like taken me out to dinner. Come through New York so I can meet you. I like to come. What do you mean, come through New York on my way to Montana? Or just in general. It's funnier if it was like on my way to Montana, be like, you son of a. Maybe one day all the stars will align. It was lovely chatting with me the other day, Stacy. Or are you talking to somebody else? It was just lovely. I mean, you're not wrong. We can only go with a permit. Where? What do I need a permit for now? My God. Oh, this is Revita in the States is expansive. Is it? On Amazon? I mean, I guess it is. It's an import for the Americans. You're welcome. You need a permit to take a gun across the border. Yeah, just leave your firearms behind. Too expensive for a drink. Well, everything in America is vastly cheaper than Canada, so I get that. Yes, it is Rosemary Sparkle. It sure is on Amazon. That's how you can also order it straight from the website. Apparently, one of my American supporters did that successfully. Oh no, shit! That's why I have the window open. No wonder bugs are getting in. It's just I'm not doing this again. Get out the vacuum. Smack you later. Anyway, sorry. Still no more likes. Oh no, we got 258. How many more likes can we get before I finish taking a sip of my drink that's gone? We got one. I appreciate that one person. I live near Appalachian Trail in South Carolina. It's beautiful. I bet it is. I haven't been to either one of the Carolinas. Y'all are way down there a bit. That's also not a question, though, and you put 3 Qs, so you are clearly going to hell. Just kidding. That shirt is keeping me busy. Well, you just keep looking at it, trying to find out what's on it. Only 20 on YouTube. You probably need to refresh your stream. There's 276. Ooh, he's got a bunch more. Thank you. I don't know what the likes do, but they're probably good. North Carolina and South Carolina, hot and muggy. Yeah, I bet. Anything below, like, you know what's weird? I find as soon as I cross the border into America, in the past, obviously, I haven't been there for a while, it's just more humid in general. And you guys are so much more lush. Like, everywhere you go. I remember driving in, like, Tacoma, Washington, and it was just like, where is all this plant life coming from? It is so warm here. That's crazy. There's Roanoke, an island. 312 people are in the chat. Yes. I have to leave my bear spray behind too. Just don't tell them it's in the van. Take it from my cold, dead hands. Now I can't get it back in the freaking. The previous stream did fail. Actually, well, it was a big success until it ended. Also, hello, Alutius. How are you? More likes, the more people. K's on top of things. Wow, your shirt looks like a Dia de la Muerte shirt. Yeah, a little bit. You're not wrong. Good old Day of the Dead. This is called the La Ofrenda. The La Ofrenda. Maybe bring Brooklyn's SOS card and birth certificate. Why? She's not coming. She's not going to Montana. Oh, Penny just jumped up into her cat loft in the back. She was having a couple cookies a moment ago. I was trying to say I'm walking by a wannabe Grace right now. Hello, wannabe Grace. I'm glad that Amber's keeping us privy to her walk to the store to get chicken wings and screwing it up. Ooh, Alutius is coming to Calgary in 2 to 3 weeks. I probably won't be here. My summer's about to pop off, unfortunately. Not unfortunately. I'm going to spend so much time with my kid. I'm looking forward to it. Northern Michigan is nice, says Samantha. Okay, Samantha. Excuse me. There's no H. Hello, M. Sanabria. Hope you're having a good start to your weekend. Stacy says, "Oop, sorry, came in late with more 3 Qs. Are you nuts?" I'm just kidding. Some useless info for you, says Heather. That's fine. I read it. All information is information. Got my mother-in-law a dog today from a local shelter. Ooh, good for you. Rescue that puppers. Yeah, no, Brooklyn's not coming. This is would not be an ideal trip to have her on. It's gonna be too hot. Not only that, it's just with what we have to do and whatnot. But as soon as the Montana trip is done, I come back to Calgary, grab her, go back, and we're going back to BC. And the weather better behave so that we can go in the lake. Are those stickers or pins? What you're seeing are patches, Sharon. There are pins above the driver's seat, but these are patches, not stickers. Like, you know what I mean, right? Like Velcro patches. Woo! Yarr! Get it on there, would ya? Where is the red roto pack for gas gone? I don't know. Where did it go? What are you talking about? Is it gone? Uh-oh. We don't need Brooklyn melting. Yeah, right. She'd probably do fine. But her sweaty ass dad would be on his last nerve. Shave the cat. I don't think she'd go well. I don't think I'm worried enough about Penny. I've got my air conditioner, my Wave 2, right? Which is gonna come in super handy. However, I lost one of the hoses and they are sold out of the hoses on their website. Frick. So I reached out to Are you kidding me? Eh, whatever. So I reached out to Conrad at Craze Outdoors, asked him if they had like a demo unit that I could borrow the hoses for. He's looking into it. So I'm hoping we can find some sort of solution because I'm going to need an air conditioner just for the fat putty tat because, oh my God, 36 degrees is nothing to fucking sneeze at. What? Something about an erect Star Wars. Is the Virgin Mary on my shirt? I highly doubt it. I fund those can toppers on Amazon 9. Oh, the can toppers. Oh, the ones that Lindsay had. I think that's where she got them from too. You really, you can't park in Canmore overnight unless you're at a campground or a hotel. Good luck. You're better off finding like a rest stop, maybe. Canmore and Banff are a nightmare. New hat? No, I got this from I got this from a. I can't. I got this from a subscriber a while ago. It's a very comfy hat. It's very light and like not like thick, right? And I like the damaged look of it. I unfortunately am a terrible person who can't remember who sent it to me, but it's a very comfy hat. I don't even know what it says. What the hell does it say on it? Since 1985, Western New York vintage. Adventures begin. Maybe, I don't know. Vernon, did you send me this hat? I can't remember. Somebody from New York, I assume. Get Penny a little pool for her catio, right? I'm more worried about like when like Lindsay and I go to the lake and stuff. Does Penny like the cooling pad that someone, Mary, sent her? She does. She seems to use it. She's in it right now. No problems. No problems. We did miss you, Debbie. It wasn't the same without you. It was very quiet, which was weird. So we don't do well with quiet around here. Just bring her in the lake with you. Yeah, bloody right. Put her on Lindsay's big inflatable raft and see how well that goes. She has a cool. Hey, Joanne Turner. That's what we were just talking about. She has a cooling mat. It was sent in by Mary. Actually, 320 people, 292 likes. Can we get it? Can we get the likes even with the amount of people that are here? That'd be crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that. Let's go. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. Apparently, it's good things. Tells YouTube, yo, people want to see this. O-Town Boy, yo, he doesn't live in a van, but he likes watching my stuff. I was visiting my brother last year in Calgary and saw you at Fish Creek Park. I wanted to come and say hi, but I was too shy and didn't want to bother you. Regretting it now. Be well and safe always. O-Town Boy, first of all, thank you very much for that super chat. I greatly appreciate it. That's very generous of you to donate money to my dumbass. If I was out like and about and around my van, you absolutely could have come said hi. I get the shyness aspect, believe me. If the doors were closed and you didn't actually see me, then thank you. Like that's the telltale sign, and people should know that. If the doors are closed and you can't see the person, don't bother them. Like that's our home, right? You did fine. I'm not. I'm just information overload for everybody, right? just a good practices to have. But hopefully you're back, and maybe we shall cross paths again. Again, thank you very much for the super chat. It's very kind of you. Hello, Helen. How are you, my dear? Welcome to the live chat. Yeah, Stacy bugs the shit out of me. It drives me crazy. She just has no filter. She just walks right up. Like, I just saw you yesterday. Shut up. I am kidding, Stacy. She's a Calgary local. If the vans are rocking, don't come knocking. Yeah, I'm probably freaking out over something electrical in the van. Hey, 308 likes. We are getting so close. Let's go. Let's go. Close that gap. Mark, do you think a VTOMAN power station is a good starting point, or should I save up for an EcoFlow? No, I mean, VTOMAN's a great starting point. Out of all of like the cheap models, it seems very reliable to me. Like the cheaper alternatives. You shouldn't use the word cheaper, maybe more affordable, but it kind of is cheaper, right? You can tell they use cheaper parts. I've talked about this before, Mark. The USB-C ports on my VTOMANs have stopped working. No, you get 2 of them. And I think on Amber's, on hers, the cigarette lighter plug stopped working. So that to me just says it's indicative of cheaper quality, right? But if you don't need it, then yeah, save up for the EcoFlow, because the EcoFlow is like, it's a brick shithouse, man, and it'll go the distance. So I've had great experience. Oh my god, I need to stop putting my little thumb up over here. Internet's freaking out. It's really, it kind of comes down to what do you need right now, you know what I mean? Stuart McGee, oh my goodness, sir, thank you so much. Hello, fellow Calgarian. Are you sure you didn't want that back to go down to the Stampede, or like buy groceries? I appreciate the super chat. That's a very, very, very generous super chat, Stuart. Sorry, I'm gonna shut up and keep reading your super chat. I finally took a full shower. If you know, you know, right? Play Star. What happened to my voice? Going through puberty, in case y'all didn't know. Placed our 3rd Revita order, and they wrote they really appreciate you. Our 14-year-old daughter pounded one back last week, and she actually cleaned her room in the whole house. Oh, now I see why you keep ordering it, Stuart. That's great. Yeah. Oh my god, I feel terrible. I'm 2 rums in though. I think it's Carly. And the crew, they're so kind. She has reached out to me multiple times on Instagram and said thank you for the exposure. I really like that relationship, and that's what I like. It's just, not only are they local. Sorry if you're just joining us. Yeah, I'm talking about Revita Tea. Carefully, you might end up liking something I like. Shut up. But they're a local company. They didn't reach out to me. I found them, and so I talk about it on my channel. I promote them on my Instagram. I enjoy their product, and that's such a better relationship than signing some bullshit agreement and having to review a product under pressure of somebody else expecting it of you because they gave it to you for free. And Carly has reached out to me multiple times and said thank you for the exposure. If anytime you want, please come up to the facility. We would love to give you a tour. And I'm absolutely going to take her up on that one day. I've just been a little bit busy lately. Maybe in the fall it would be a good thing to do when the weather starts to peter off and whatnot. I will do that and film a vlog of actually going up to Revita. And I just every time I get a message from her, there's no pressure, right? There's no stress. I'm just like, yeah, I like your product. I'm gonna talk about it because I enjoy it. But as a YouTuber, you constantly are getting emails from companies. Well, as a YouTuber who's got a little bit of a successful channel, right? You're constantly getting people emailing you, asking you to review their products and blah, 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 blah. And it's just so much pressure comes with that. Some people kill it. Some people crush it. They love doing stuff like that. And more power to them. I've done it a few times on the channel for sure, and I'm not opposed to doing it again in the future. But when it comes to those like synergetic relationships, it's so much better when there's no like expectation. It's just genuine, So anyway, Stuart, thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoy the Revita. Thank you very much for the super chat again, sir. And I'm glad your daughter cleaned her room in the whole house. Give her a couple more Revitas and see what happens. It sounds like a social experiment to me. Oh, you bought the blue? The midnight blue's okay. It's all right. That's a. Oh yeah. Blueberry. That's right. Blueberry, blackberry, elderberry, strawberry, peach, mango, and soon apple pear. Anyway, where do I find Revite? I live in Calgary too. So literally, where? Hi, Jennifer. Well, follow me on Instagram and you'd know that I found a whole bunch at Sobeys on sale. But you can also order right from their website. There's no like shipping cost or anything. But yeah, I found them at Co-op. I found them at Sobeys, Safeway. I'm sure there's lots more places. But if you're in like Safeway or something and it's not on sale, it's usually in the health food section. Usually. Oh, and Amber already answered your question. Yeah, whatever. What am I going to do my AG Greens commercial? Right? Not today. They've never reached out to me. I don't know if I take that. That's an example of I don't know if I would take the. Oh, it is Blueberry. Okay, there's Blueberry as well. I don't know if I would take them up on that. You know what I mean? That's one of those companies that you see everywhere. Once again, having a step 2 and watching the live stream. Cheers. Cheers to you as well, Outland Harry. I need to have myself another one as well. Man, it's getting hot in here. It's unfortunate. I wish I had the Wave 2 right now. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn on this middle fan and see if I can get a better breeze coming. Hang on, everybody. Give me a second. Turn it on air. There we go. Might be a little louder, but it is what it is. Go to HE double hockey sticks Instagram. Jennifer's very upset with Instagram. I don't know what they did to you, but you might want to seek help. The Virgin Mary is on my shirt. There's so much stuff on my shirt. Where is she? Maybe I should read the rest of what you said. I think it's on your right-hand side because of the way the camera is. It's below my chest muscle. I don't have any of those. Oh, yeah, there she is. Look at her go. Right on my boobie. Bring that down just a little bit. Interesting. Hello, Shane. How are you, sir? AG Green Steak's horrible. Yeah, I've never tried it. Do I have any thoughts on the Mr. Beast website view stats? Nope. What is that? Sorry, Melissa. The Mr. Beast website view stats. Like his website or his YouTube channel? Either way, I don't have an opinion. Is there some sort of controversy going on? Is there a scandal about on the internet? Say it isn't so. Yes, you can purchase Revite on Amazon as well. That is correct. Other side. This is my left side, Stacy. Maybe you're just delayed. Sorry to hear about it. Can't wait to see your footage on Montana. Me neither. Especially since I haven't filmed it yet. Scandal, someone told. Hello, Kevin. Yes, we heard you and Mr. Beast were getting up to no good. And I'm drinking out of a flamingo. Welcome to the live chat, Kev. Apology accepted. All right, calm down, Stacy. Not too bad, Shane. Just doing my best to beat the heat, and I know it ain't even that hot yet, so it tells you. Mr. Beast promised he would. You can't trust that guy. What's his real name? I used to know it easily. Oh, hang on. I'm not going to look at chat. Mr. Beast's real name is Paul. It is not. How is the hitch working for you, Jimmy? That's right. What hitch? What hitch are you talking about, Jay-Z? Does he have a real name? You know, Amber. The pics from the meetup looked awesome. What was it I was licking? Oh, I think it was Ray's chip, if I remember correctly. He had some American. No, it was ketchup chips. He was American. He was falling in love with ketchup chips, and I was trying to get some. Who says it's plastic? It actually, that was just supposed to be a joke. It actually feels more rubber. No, it feels like foam, rubberized foam. It's my fancy cup, Sean. How are you, sir? The bike hitch? Oh, it's not on the hitch anymore. That's why I was confused. Sorry. It's on my spare tire now. Who's not paying attention to my videos? maybe. Anyway, it's working great. Montana pics will be beautiful. Hello, C. Parker, one of my newest Patreon supporters and a YouTube member. How are you, darling? Lovely to see you, fellow Calgarian. Oh, speaking of the devil, did Ray just pop in here? Is Penny up to date on her shots? Sure. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Watching the live stream from some rest stop in Wisconsin, trying to hunker down. Oh, you're on your way back. You in the land of the cheeses, sir. Hope you're having a safe trip back, man. Am I doing van life quizzes tonight? I don't know. We'll see how the night goes. Holy crap, we're so close. There's 331 people in the chat and 325 likes. 6 more likes. Can we do it? 6 more likes. And I'll keep pressuring you throughout the night. 6 more likes. Let's go. I don't know, Trace. We will see how the night goes. I never plan that stuff except for when it's like an actual giveaway. So if we were going to do it tonight, it's just going to be for fun. The problem with like doing them all impromptu like that is then I burn through questions that I could potentially use for actual giveaways. We'll see. Oh, Jay-Z is saying please. I don't know what did I miss? Oh, it bounces the rear door too much. No, I just reinforced it. Are you behind on my videos? How dare you? You're fired. Put him in timeout. No, I'm just kidding. Tracy's Place says, I took my built-out shuttle bus out for a test run for the 4th. Took my mom with me and introduced her to Tiny House on Wheels in her first Van Life Plus episode. Oh, no! Which episode did you show her? How embarrassing. You promised you wouldn't tell your mother. I am not keeping score tonight, damn it. You don't have to. Hey, we're over! Thank you so much for the likes, guys. That's super cool. I don't know what it does. Apparently it tells YouTube people want to watch this shit. But that's cool to see. I appreciate it. So I can lose by seconds again? Yep. Happens to a lot of people. Oh, I'm not keeping score if we do trivia, Kevin says. You don't have to. Especially not when it's fun, bro. Come on now. Kevin's in a mood. He's ready. He's combative tonight. He's ready to throw down. Get some weapons. Thank you, Outland Harry. I appreciate that. Amber, please help. He's losing it. We need to have Jay-Z committed. I still think you need to shave your cat. That's not going to happen. And just say what you want to say. You want to say you want to see me shave my pussy. That's not going to happen. All right? Knock it off. What happened to the red gas tank on Grace? Is it gone? I don't know, pork chop. Yikes. Yeah, we've all been there, sir. You have my sympathies. Hello, let's go look. How are you? Hello, let's go look. At what? I'm going to always make that joke. Now 344 join his membership here on YouTube. Yeah, it's not a requirement, but very kind of you to put out there, Shane. Then everybody would be green in the chat. Good night, Kim Jones. Thank you for hanging out. And again, thank you for the super chat, for the rum fund. I always appreciate it, my dear. You enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye. I have a ray of light shining down on me. I know. It's from this freaking pot light, and I can't do it. I don't know why this camera is picking it up. Oh, but I don't have a... Oh, it's because my... Hang on. No. It's stupid. Like, the camera angle isn't even that wide. It shouldn't be picking that light up. It's very annoying. I can't really turn the light off. Hang on. Oh, I could. What's that going to do to my face if I do this? Hang on. It's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. I mean, it probably worsens the quality a bit because the less light you have on a subject, the harder the camera has to work, but that's not so bad. Rest. Lucky's house batteries. Rest. 358 likes now. Let's go. Make a paper shade. Hi, Esther. I don't see myself doing that tonight, if I'm being honest. Shane, that's a bald-faced lie. Bald or bold? Okay, good. What's in the cup? Not a lot at this moment in time, but I am enjoying Newfoundland's finest, apparently. This scares me. What do you mean, new taste? Why would you change it? You know what I mean? Anyway, there's a whole awesome segment at the end of a future vlog where a gift card was sent to me by a very sweet couple out in Newfoundland. And they insisted that I use it to go buy myself a bottle of Screech, which was smart because it's way cheaper than sending a bottle of booze. They just sent a prepaid Visa or MasterCard or whatever. And I went and picked this up today. So obviously people that are here watching this live stream, you're going to go through a little bit of a time warp when we get to that vlog in the normal string of things. You'll see me actually purchase this and whatnot, but it's not bad. It's not a spiced rum. It's just a rum. It's a dark rum, obviously. Can't see through it. Well, not very well. Everything looks red, but it's pretty good. I had it years ago and remember not enjoying it particularly, but I feel like my palate's just the tiniest bit more refined now. I still drown it all in Coke, so whatever. Where did I get my cup? This cup came from Sarah Rose at the Patreon meetup. It's a fancy flamingo. Hi, Sheila. I got to meet Sheila for the first time this weekend in person, and it was great. She has one of the best laughs I have ever heard and a spirit that you would not believe. We'll get on. It is so nice to hang out with you, my dear. I hope you had a very safe trip back to the prison town. Am I going to go over to Chrome's new shop and check it out? I would love to do that. Absolutely. Again, the travel aspect of everything is always up in the air with me, but that would be very cool. 100%. Have I ever drank a drink that is 1 shot vodka, 1 shot rum, 1 shot tequila, and 1 shot scotch with Coca-Cola? No, but I've done a bar mat at the end of the night. So that sounds damn close. You can use his new shower at his shop. I love that the assumption is that I'm going to be filthy if I ever get to Chrome's shop. You got to use his shower. Damn it. I mean, you're probably not wrong because I sweat so much, but alcohol makes me vomit. I'll stick with cannabis. That sounds like my buddy Chris. He prefers the devil's lettuce over alcohol. I was trying to think of something. I'm like, it's too many. Bonnie Edmondson, hello to you, my dear. Penny is just in the back snoozing on her cooling mat, but she would say hello to you as well if she was here. Here. Evanscent says, it still cracks me up going to Canada and going to a beer store and a liquor store. When I lived in the South, it's all in one place. What? When the hell was the last time you were in Canada? All our shit's in the same stores too. You know what's funny? And I was having this conversation with Lindsay when we went camping the other day. There's a lot of people that come. There's a few people that are in the comments sometimes after my camping videos. They're like, "Wow, do all Canadians drink like you? What are you, a bunch of alcoholics?" But then you go to the States and you can buy booze at 7-Eleven and Walmart and Target. Like, it's just like, well, a pot calling the kettle black there just a little bit. I find it very entertaining because we don't have any of that nonsense here. Not that it's nonsense. I appreciate the convenience of it. Honestly, I remember my first experience with that whole like dynamic of America. I was in Las Vegas with my brothers and we wanted to do some Grey Goose and Red Bull. And so Byron and I ran over to 7-Eleven to get the Red Bull and we're like, what? We could get it all here in one go. I don't know. I thought that was really cool. That was my first experience realizing that America's got alcohol everywhere. America. We can now get booze in grocery stores and Walmart. Not in Calgary, you can't. I don't think you can in BC, Amber. Maybe. It's not like I've been literally everywhere, but the fact that it's not in Calgary, which is the major like city, why would it be in okay, well, here's the caveat there. If it's small town BC, then yeah, probably Billy Bob's got a freaking bottle of Jack Daniels you can buy after you fill up your gas tank. If we're being, come on now. I don't know if it's necessarily legal, That's how they keep us happy and accepting. Yeah, happy belated birthday to your dad, Sheila. You just got back, did you? Hello from England, where you can buy eggs, bread, and booze from the same shop. Canada is the last in the Commonwealth to get on board. What about Australia? Are there any Australians left in the chat? Can you get booze at the grocery store? We can do anything in Ontario. That's because Ontario thinks they're New York. The whole province of Ontario just assumes that they are the state of New York. Camaro Sean trying to come in clutch. Not every 7-Eleven and Target in the U.S. sells alcohol. Many only sell beer and wine. Okay, hang on. Are beer and wine not alcohol? I know you meant hard alcohol, but when you phrase it that way, sir, you're like, oh, it's just beer and wine. You can't get drunk off beer and wine. It's fine. That's not actual alcohol. You can't buy beer in Walmart? Well, I bought something when I was in Seattle. New York sucks. Trust me, I live in New York. Never been. Hey, Daniel Ellington. Happy Friday, sir, and welcome to the lives chat. Well, I'm going to find out, Vern. Lindsay and I are going to hit Walmart. We're going to hit Target. We're going to hit 7-Eleven. I'm going to see what I can buy when I am there. And whatever I find in Montana will be my assumption for the entire country. Good evening, Joyce Mariano. Ooh, I was going to say Marino. It's not. It's Mariano. Booze is everywhere here in the States. See? Jay-Z just says, buy beer. Am I going to get yourself my own cooling mat? I have cooling blankets, actually. They're at my parents'. Left behind after the rebuild. I didn't need them when I left, but I could definitely benefit from them now. So, yes, actually. Am I going to stay at a Cracker Barrel? The food there is great. I've heard conflicting reports about Cracker Barrel. But no, we've got a campsite we're staying at. I don't have to parking lot camp. Maybe I should just one night for fun. That could be fun. Literally what I just said. I need to make more ice. Push the button. All right. We've got 15 minutes until ice. Excellent. Good night, Nicole, Michelle. Thank you for being here. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Misty Allen, here in Tennessee, the only alcohol you can get everywhere is hard liquor. That's how they do it in the South, though. I respect that shit. If I liked the heat, I would totally live in places like Tennessee or Kentucky. That's a state, right? Alabama. I don't know why. Maybe not Alabama. Maybe Alabama. I don't know. I've never been. But Tennessee sounds like a cool state. New Mexico has a drive-through liquor store. I want to live in New Mexico. What's my favorite beer? Ooh, wow, Lucky Lager. It's simple. It's easy. Right? Like I like a lot of beer, Daniel. Like ever since Lindsay introduced me to craft beer that first year on the channel, I definitely broadened my palate and all that jazz. But if pressed, yeah, Lucky Lager. Just keep it simple, man. It's my garage beer. You don't need to get all fancy. You don't need to spend $20 per can on beer. You can, but you don't need to. Kentucky is the state, apparently. That's a good. Zara Miller. Yay, I got to catch you live on my lunch. Happy Friday. Lunch? Where are you on a Friday? If there was any alcohol I could buy and money wasn't a problem, what would it be? Well, that assumes, stun me, that I know all of the alcohols, but I don't. So we're going to keep it within the atmosphere, the whatever of what I know, and going to expensive boozes. I just get some Johnny Walker Blue. It's about $270 a bottle. I've had one bottle in my life. It was gifted to me on my birthday, and it's okay. I'm not a big Scotch guy, but I find it hilarious that I still took that very top shelf liquor and drank it with Coke. because I love humor. There's no like booze that's like on my mind where it's like, man, if only I had the money for that, I'd get it. There, Camaro Sean says it. Amazing watermelon spice beer. Interesting. Glenfiddich. Glenfiddich. Is this how you spelled it? That's amazing. I mix it too. I like it with iced tea. Yeah, you do. Virtual high five, Sean. Well done. Maybe I'll get myself a bottle of Johnny Walker Blue for Christmas this year, just to celebrate. Who knows? That's chapter 5 talk. Oh my gosh. It's so crazy to me that we're coming up on like we're closer to the end of chapter 4 than we are the beginning. Where did the year go? It's just crazy. Hello, Dave. Welcome. I hate beer. Roseanne Hayes. She does not like beer. Don't give her beer. She hates it. She's opposed to it vehemently. Neither does Kevin. Give him a good coffee. Hey. Oh, how much that PEI rum cost? $25. Hey, Adina. Always nice to see you with your 3 emojis. I hope you're doing well and having a good start to your weekend. The strongest thing I drink is the buble. All right, calm down. Di Serono is one of my favorites. Not sure how to spell it. You did good. I knew what you were talking about. It's basically an amaretto. But I can sip it straight. It's so good. Amarillo by morning. And I know that's not what I said, but it reminded me of the song. Yeah. Di Serono. What the heck drink did I used to make with that? I cannot remember off the top of my head now. Mango Revita tea and vodka. It probably just tastes like a mango vodka. Be my guess. I'm not a big vodka guy. Oh, that Pink Whitney that Amber had at Mount Kidd was, I think it was good. We drank it all. Crown and Diet. Crown is good. I like Crown Royal. Crown Royal Black is one of the drinks I can drink just on the rocks straight. It was quite enjoyable. I tried doing it with regular Crown after the fact. Not my cup of tea. I remember when I was at Bobby McGee's down in Sacramento, California, they came out with Red Dog and Red Wolf. That was good. Is it beers? I've had Red Stripe in little like medicinal looking bottles. That's all right. I've been to Amarillo in the morning and the evening. Shut up. Where are you, Kay? Who's Kay? How you doing, Joyce? Oh, you're talking to Kay. I got it. I'm out. My apologies. Did I fix the door handle? No. It's just I just smashed it back on, Dave. Oh, White Russians are good, Glenna Russell. I tried so hard, darling. My apologies. You arrived late. Red. I can't do wine. I mean, I can do it. I don't see the appeal to wine. I've never gotten into that. Costco was out of their spice drum. They always are. It's pretty decent. Oh, buttery nipples. No, that definitely wasn't the drink, Angela. Thanks for allowing that, Kev. No, that wasn't it. I can't remember. It's just, yeah, you'd mix Di Serono, amaretto with something. I mean, amaretto and root beer is really good, too. Oh, Jägermeister Manifest? I don't know what Manifest is, but Jägermeister's tasty. Leopard Girls in the van. Thank you, my dear, for that super chat. I greatly appreciate it. Hope you're having a fantastic day. What time is it where you are? It must be so late over there. My goodness. Oh, my God, buttery nipples. Sheila's just like, I just had those. Literally. Midori sour. Oh. Midori sour is good. Midori's good. I like Midori. It's a Japanese mango liqueur. Right? It's mango. The green. It's really good. And I love how green it is. I've never made a sour out of it though. It's really good with like Sprite or even on the rocks. Like, yeah, I like Midori. You spelled it wrong. Who gives a shit? Yeah, I should get myself a bottle of that. I don't know. It's got a lot. It's very sweet though, right? Mango liqueur. Why would it be green? I guess that makes sense. Oh, there he confirmed. Thanks, Anon. I appreciate that. I like vodka, says Kareen. Welcome to the chat. Hello, hello. Have a fantastic weekend there, Heather. Enjoy your time. Oh. I've got 6 minutes left. Oh, I'm sorry I missed your thumbs up. I'm glad you gave it and that you're here. Chat was moving by pretty quickly tonight. Was I a bartender or a bouncer while working at the club? I was a bartender. I am not going to be pouring any shots tonight, Avincent. I'll tell you what. Jamaican rum, yay or nay? Always. Just say yes. Six minutes until my ice is ready, Nicole. Now 5 minutes. You have room in your freezer section for a small, large cube ice tray. I don't need an ice tray. I have an ice maker. I love that. Apparently, the whole chat is alcoholics. I love that. As soon as you start talking about booze, I'm sure Mark was joking. Maybe he wasn't, but that's the problem with alcohol, right? If you talk about it or drink it too much, automatically you're alcoholics. That's it. You're too much. We're worried about you. It's like, what? Why is it all or nothing? There is a in between, where it's not a problem and just enjoyable. But as soon as you start defending it in a conversation, you can't. That's just like, as a society, almost it's what it's come to. You just got to find like-minded people in order to chat with, which most of the chat is, it seems. Remember to pack my chonies. I live in my van. I always have my chonies. Come on now. Right, Jared? There you go. I love that one too, Stubby. No, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm a drunk. I don't go to meetings. Right? Everybody should ask Stingray about how he enjoys partaking in substances on weekends in the mountain. Ask Ray how he's feeling about all that. I think that would be highly entertaining, at least for me and a few other people. Sorry, buddy. Oh, gosh. Oh, I haven't had a Long Island iced tea in forever. What is it? There used to be a bottle that's like pre-mixed Long Island iced tea. You just pour it in. I remember. It's been so long. How's my back doing with the rehab? It's doing all right. Rehab's a bitch. Although I finally reached the end of like the intensive stuff. Now it's going to be mostly on me, which is nice. But it's still so easy for me to tweak my back by doing something that you wouldn't assume would do that. So it's still a little bit of a learning curve. I've definitely learned a lot of what I can and can't do, but every day I seem to be finding new things. I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. Ray is pub-ching his steering wheel right now. I think Amber's probably covered in chicken wing sauce. She's punching my storage bins. Abby Lynn is in the chat. Hello. Welcome, my dear. I love your little fern plants on your name. They're very cute. That Freedom Paw says she doesn't drink because she used to smoke and thinks it'll trigger her. I thought that too for a long time, right? Because I smoked for 18 years, and man, do drinking and smoking go hand in hand. So my biggest thing, I was like, if I quit smoking, I won't be able to drink anymore because it'll just trigger me and I'll want to have a cigarette. Well, here I am. I got lucky that way because they go so well. They go hand in hand so well. Drinking and other things. No, Matthew. No more cigarettes for you. I keep a 3-drink limit. Always a good time. No jail time. Jason Kelly says, I know I got less than a half a bottle of Maker's Mark whiskey in the cabinet. I've never had Maker's Mark. I love their presentation with the red wax cap. One of these days, I'll just grab one and give it a shot. Linda says, hi, Matthew. Is your live chat still going on strong or did I miss it? We're still here, Linda. Hopefully you're actually caught up on the live and watching it that way because I just said hello to you. Sometimes that happens. People join late and they're not actually caught up live. And then they'll chat and it'll be about a subject that we talked about forever ago. And I feel bad, but it's like you can't really help them until they get caught up. Hi, Life with Bill. I always want to say Slip. It's Sif. I was right. Don't ever second guess yourself. How you doing, buddy? Lovely to see you here. Holy Dinah Adams in the chat. I haven't seen you forever, dude. Down in San Diego. How you doing? Lovely to see you here. I hope you're having a good start to your weekend. You used to be in all the live chats. I feel like I haven't seen you forever. Some might say a coon's age, and some might actually take offense to that because, oh my God. But sir, I'm happy to see you here, Adam. I'm glad you're doing well. Sheila, yeah, I did. I guess you haven't been paying attention. Just kidding. Yeah, 18 years. I started when I was 18. I quit when I was 36 when I found out I was going to be a father. Okay, so don't take this weird, but have you ever had a drink called a slow, comfortable screw? No, I've never even experienced one of those in real life. I'm just kidding. It's slow gin, Southern Comfort, and Gren. Oh, Southern Comfort. That's what I used to mix with the amaretto, I think. No, Southern Comfort. Yes. Thank you. But no, I would not drink something like that because I don't like gin. Have I ever thought that maybe one day you might upgrade your van to one that you could stand up in down the road? 100%, Bill. I give that a thought all the time. And yes, surgery was absolutely worth it, Jay-Z. But yeah, I think about that all the time, Bill. For sure. I mean, it's not in the budget right now. I can't just go out and get a high top, but I do think about it, and it is something I would like to do. But you've been around the channel long enough. You should know that I do talk about like a truck camper as well as an alternative in the future. So we will see. I don't rule anything out. At this point, I'm just kind of like enjoying the new build on Lucky, enjoying where I'm at in my life, and wrestling with my daughter getting older. So I feel like a lot of how I perceive my daughter as she gets older will end up dictating my next big decision. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. But yeah, like especially at the meetup I just had last weekend, there were so many people there with high top vans. You step inside and you're like, I freaking get it. Like obviously, like this is so good, right? Like it's so beneficial, right? Like Carol was there and Angela was there and Zora had her high top and Kevin had his high top van. Sheila with her fancy ass fifth wheel trailer. She got to show off to everybody. Like, oh, calm down, Sheila. Just kidding. But you know, you get into those vans and those high roof things, you absolutely get it. You're like, yeah, this should be a thing. Abby Lynn says, when I first started bartenders, I was 19 and didn't drink. I got Johnny Walker Black Label mixed up with some other drink. Johnny Walker Black Label is just one drink. It's like, it's just this shit. Black Label's good, though. Red Label sucks. Hang on. My ice is ready. Give me a moment. I must get my ice out of its watery grave. Jared says, I caught my truck camper on fire and I'm fixing it on my YouTube channel now. Even if you wave, I have... What? Even if you wave, I have your emoji? That's fair. Show off? I don't want me to say that. I'm sorry you caught your freaking camper on fire. I told you not to play with matches. Like, that's rule 1, man. What's the matter with you? Jared doesn't listen. Hey, Aaron Blood. How you doing, man? Lovely to see you here. Hopefully you're having a good Friday, sir. I'm just adding more ice to my flamingo. There we go. Back in a saddle again. I got water on my keyboard. Well, on my keyboard, my mouse. Okay, the live stream might die. I'm about to touch things. Hang on. Would it be funny if it actually happened? Lose my mind. Okay, we're good. I made it in good time. Oh, Michael Barkley, have I had Captain Morgan Tiki Rum Pineapple Mango? I don't drink, but my wife and her friends love that stuff. No, I haven't. I've never even had just the regular pineapple Captain Morgans. Those flavored rums, I can like take it or leave it. I'm not like a big like I got to try that. Which, if you know me, you know that when something is new, I just simply have to try it. When it comes to alcohol, I don't have that itch. It's like you find what you like and you just get that until one evening rolls around and you're like, I think tonight I'm going to try rye. It happens. But when I see stuff like that with coconut or pineapple or whatever, and it's like, this makes me want to make like pina frickin' coladas, man. I never even had a pina colada till I went to Mexico. And those things are watered down for sure, but they're so good. You get so easy to get gut rot from all the sugar. All right. Stacy, I'm gonna come through this screen. I'm gonna slap you. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna light it right now. Oh, people are like, you're gonna burn down your van. You got a candle in your van? You're clearly gonna catch on fire. Like, are you kidding me? How irresponsible are you with fire that you project that onto another human being? The comments are crazy these days. I don't know if I'm sure people have noticed that I haven't been in the comments of my videos as much. Like for the majority, everybody is still positive, supportive, and it's great feedback. But there's a lot more dinguses in the comments now than there was like a year ago. And I know that that's just like par for the course, but there's just so much utter nonsense. And just like, you really realize, yep, everybody's got an asshole and they like bending over and spreading it. Give me a second. This is for Stacy. So it's not even going to matter because I got the fan on so high. Probably not even going to be able to smell this. Oh no, we're all going to die. This is how we all go. And yes, you could all thank Leopard Girl for sending me this candle. So if you want to blame somebody, blame away. Send your blame to the UK. All right. All right then. Is there a Karen? Bro, not in this chat. Don't call me a dingus. Mark, I will call you a dingus if you show your dingus. You're welcome, Zora. You're welcome. You said you're still in Alberta. Where are you parked tonight? She's like, I'm out in Edmonton. My sympathies go out to you. Hi, Matthew and everyone else. I do not know what happened to the rest of my comments, but I hope this one gets through. It sure did, Athena. Ooh, you sound like a warrior. I love that. But that comment came through. I hope you're having a good Friday evening. Welcome to the live chat. I served the guy the wrong alcohol. He had to come down from his hotel room to find the right alcohol. I gave him the bottle. Damn, I want you as my server, and I want you to screw up my order. Give me the whole bottle. And bottle is not a metaphor. Am I going to get the fire extinguisher balls for my electric box? No, I wired my electric box correctly, so I'm not concerned. I was about to be like, what the hell do you mean by fire extinguisher balls? I actually do know what you mean. Those are a thing. Light it up, light it up. And it would be Dingus Khan. Dingus Khan! Nice. A candle in a van. Thanks, Martin. I do. Yeah, exactly. A candle in a van is no different than a candle in the house. Like, that's the thing, right? There's no worse, like, I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's just one of those things. And people are, and there's all like a camera perspective really messes with people too. Like there was that one video a few back where I had my jet boil going and my my paper towel was right there. People were like, oh my God, you're gonna burn your house down. The paper towel was so close to the jet boil. Like, come on. Like, it's not. It's all like forced perspective. You understand that the video is being compressed and lens, zoom and everything makes things look closer than they are. I would never just willy-nilly leave my jet boil pressed up against my paper towel or close enough that a gentle breeze could come below the paper towel into the flame, Anyway, I gotta scroll back because Sheila just whipped it out. Hang on. Girl, calm down. I bought everything, including the blender, to make pina coladas for the meetup and didn't even crack it open. I hope this helps for gas. Hi, Zora. I can't Stop looking advanced. Yo, okay. Well, thank you for the incredibly generous super chat. That's amazing. Thank you, Sheila. You did not have to do that. And you had all that shit on hand. You're not forgiven. You're not forgiven. I mean, it's very generous. It's very generous. But my God, woman. I mean, you had a lot going on. All right, fair. But still, when you bring that shit, you're just, out of all the other little knickknacks you gave me, like, where are they? Where are those freaking lights that have like campers and tents on them and stuff? Out of all, you gave me that, but you don't whip out the pina colada mix? Some people's kids. Oh yeah, I was going to vent about Wednesday's video. So I've talked about it before and people might be interested. Good night, Sharon. Thank you for hanging out. Have yourself a fantastic weekend. Like, this is a hard time of year for YouTube. Like, viewership is down. People are out enjoying the weather and the hot wet and all of this. And that's understandable. It's one of the reasons I didn't put out a video yesterday. Yes, I was behind in my editing, but also I was like, it's the 4th of July. People aren't going to be watching YouTube, right? But Wednesday's video, it was a dud by any other name, right? So a 45-minute video, like all my other videos. My videos usually average about $250, even when the views are down by 1,000 or so. Yeah, after 2 days of being live, that video's made $89. And that's like, as an example, anybody who's like curious about doing YouTube and whatnot, know that that is out of your control. You have no way of knowing how much a video is going to be worth. You can kind of generally assume it, but at any given time, YouTube could just decide this video's ad revenue is worth this amount instead of this amount. And it's just annoying when this amount is more consistent. So when none of those things happens, it sucks. I mean, it's bad enough in the winter when everything's going really well and viewership is up. You put in the same amount of work, right? Filming and editing and getting it uploaded and scheduling it and all of that. And then you see it's a dud, and it's just like, what the? But in the summer, it's just like, oh, that made the decision to not have a video yesterday even harder. So I was just like, that's all I wanted to bitch about, because I love that video. I had a lot of fun making it. It was just this chill day, screwing up chicken and talking about van life, questions that people are always asking. I mean, in the back of my mind, you always assume that when you make a video like that, it's going to pop off. Again, it's the summer. I knew it wasn't going to pop off, and it didn't at all. It actually was one of my worst videos so far of the last month. But yeah, same amount of views as the previous 2 videos. Crazy, right? It's just, I don't know. And I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm glad everybody enjoyed the video. I loved it, like going around for a bike and talking about things and giving my opinion. But it has nothing. Here's the thing too. It's got nothing to do with the content. YouTube doesn't look at the content when it's, within the guidelines or whatever. They won't look at it. If it's like, if somebody complains, then they'll look at it. But it's nothing to do with the content. It's just chance. It's just random chance. And you never know. And it's just disheartening, right? It sucks. You suck, Ditto. I knew it was you, bastard. Goodbye, Martina. You have yourself a fantastic weekend. Hope you have a great sleep, my dear. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. I appreciate it. Well, okay, hang on. Oh, yeah, we're still going, Ozzy Jack. We're still going. We're waiting for you to come back. Thanks, Wolf Solo. I appreciate that. Jason Kelly, I can't really. He's talking about. Well, I'm not going to read it all, but about YouTubers getting to a certain level of subscribers. You got to understand. Like, I've talked about this before too. The only reason I put out 5 videos a week is because I need to financially. It's my job now, right? And I know what I need to make every month in order to pay my bills and everything else. And that's what I do it. I would imagine that when you say, oh, they get to a certain level of subscribers and they don't put out as many videos. Well, yeah, nobody particularly wants to be doing daily videos. You can't make there's no world that exists where you can make daily videos and have them be up to the quality of the standards that you want or would want to have, unless you've got like a huge team behind you that's doing 75% of the work for me or under me or does anything for me. I edit all my own stuff, right? So it's a lot of work. So I can see how my work does tend to suffer. Hell, I made like a couple spelling mistakes on my last couple thumbnails, right? You feel like an idiot when that happens, but it happens when you're a one-man sort of like show, right? And as I have said in the past, Jason, I would love to like progressively get 2 to 3 videos a week, then 2 videos a week, and I would love to then put out a one like banger video a week and be able to live off that. You know what I mean? And that's like, I think that's a good goal to have. I know my audience wouldn't like, by and large, the audience that tunes in every single day, that would leave a bad taste in their mouth initially, but you got to understand the amount that's going into these things, right? So that's interesting. And that's why. So like, but could you imagine if you're putting out one video a week? Let's say you're a YouTube channel that is so big, you've got like 2 million subscribers or whatever, and you put out one video a week. And so maybe, I don't know, this is just random guessing, but maybe that video makes $4,000 in ad revenue because you get 1 million views on it, right? Like, I don't know. So if you do 4 videos a month, right, that's $16,000 you make before YouTube takes their cut, and that's more than enough to live off of, right? Could you imagine if one of those videos is a bomb? Like, I have to imagine or assume that it still happens. And it's just, that's why stuff like Patreon exists too, right? Because Patreon's completely separate and you can always rely on that over there. It's interesting to me. It's not like I'm gonna like be beside myself and be all upset about it. I really just wanted to share it with people that might be interested in stuff like that, and thinking they want to do this, right? Like, you think about it like, oh, you work for yourself, you still have to kind of diversify. You can't have all your eggs in one basket, so to speak, because you are, as much as you are working for yourself, you're not, you know what I mean? So anyway, it happens. Not crying the blues, just sharing my experiences. People seem to really respect that and want to hear about it. So Cam and his Jeep doesn't need to give any money today. Cam and his Jeep has overwhelmed me with generosity through the mailbox over the last 2-3 weeks. I even just picked up 2 things from him. Yeah, Cam's got my back for sure. Oh, well, James Webb, that's true. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm sorry. I was going off there. I didn't mean. I always lose track of the chat. Everybody, my apologies. I'll try to play catch up here a bit. Well, it is up and down, but it's not always down, right? It's just a risk you take. And there's the thing. As long as people are watching, it's fine. Sorry, I love from a humor side, but I also hate that people like Simply Too Fun Crafts. I hope you don't take it the wrong way. It's not an expectation. I don't expect anybody to go onto Patreon. I don't expect anybody to be on YouTube memberships. I really don't even expect anybody to watch my YouTube videos. I guess I'm at a point now where, of course, I do expect people to watch, but that's because I put all of my time and effort into this, because it's something that I've wanted for a very long time. But at the end of the day, as long as people are watching the videos and enjoying the videos, commenting, liking, sharing as much as they can, that's it, right? I'm very fortunate to be doing what I'm doing. That is 100% true. Have a good night, Sonia. Thank you for being here. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a great night, Carrie. Enjoy your movie. I hope you chose a good one. Oh, people are always getting in trouble for flying drones where they shouldn't be. It's bloody obnoxious. I miss being on your Patreon. That's okay. We're still here whenever you think you might be able to, but there ain't nothing wrong with it. You're still here. You're participating. You're hanging out in a live chat on a Friday night, and I love you for that, Freedom Paws. I'm not setting up an OnlyVans, Jackie. Calm down. I have zero thoughts on Maze Runner. I never watched those movies. Not my cup of tea. I do not believe I was the target audience for that. Oh, well, happy birthday to you, Joyce. You get out there and enjoy it after a responsible night's sleep. Does commenting on the videos help? As far as I know, yes. Any sort of like interaction between the audience and the video, I understand it to be a good thing, even if it's a negative comment. So I'm trying to get into the habit of just going into my comments when there's something like obnoxious in there, or I'll just say, thank you for watching and commenting. I appreciate it. Because it's true. Even if they're in there being like, you're a douchebag and your loud shirts are stupid. I mean, at that point, I want to be like, well, you're factually wrong, but thank you for commenting. I mean, the douchebag thing, yeah, sure, fine, there can be moments. But the shirts, you're factually wrong. but it's all good as far as I understand it, because it's all engaging with the algorithm and all of that stuff, right? Only vans. Oh, Tombstone is a good movie. I need to watch that again. I should put it on the watch list for sure. For sure. You're right. Have you watched the new Beverly Hills Cop? It's crazy to see all the actors age except for Eddie Murphy. Well, of course. No, I haven't, actually. It just came out. Axel F. Yeah. Haven't had a chance to sit down and watch it yet. Stop pushing your shirts on us, right? The shirts that I get no kickback from. Careful, Kevin. Careful. You might like something I like. Is my next live on a Friday? If I do it, it will be. It's going to be tight. If I do another one, it'll be on the 19th of I was going to say February. No, July. We just watched Despicable Me 4 at AMC. I opened with 2 employees, run over 1K people in 4 hours. What? Good night, Teresa. Thanks for being here. Oh, yeah, Aaron, you just joined. Yeah, my Montana trip is next week. Well, yes, it is. I'm just going to leave it at that. Oh, thank you. Is that an O with an exclamation point? So I'm supposed to just call you, oh! I appreciate that. It's very kind of you to say. Leper Girl's thinking of doing an OnlyFans. Well, if you do, let me know. I'll share the link out. Careful, you might like something I like. There's another. Yeah, Sheila shows up to the Patreon meetup with a book. She has all my, like, I don't know, van life plus isms or like my sayings written down. She's running down the list. And then for like the next day, we would think of something that she forgot wherever we were in the campground. We would just scream it at the top of our lungs. Hey, I forgot this one. But I didn't realize until that moment how much bullshit I say. So thank you, Sheila. If the sayings die, you have her to thank for that. Although, spoilers for everybody that's here on the live stream right now, we are about to have a new outro saying. I received a little piece of decorative art from a supporter out at that meetup, and I would like to officially announce that Only Dead Fish Go With The Flow will be being retired very, very soon, and it will be getting replaced with this new saying. So stay tuned and enjoy the next handful of videos, because that's going bye-bye. Give free membership. Thanks. Make good choices. That's a good one. I love saying that to Brooklyn, because she used to repeat it back to me, but now she'll like go off and do something like make good choices, and she'll go, okay. I don't know if she knows what it means, but just have to assume it. It was trademarked. It was not trademarked. Wouldn't that be funny though? No, not trademarked. It's just we've been doing it for over a year. I like to change it up, right? It's kind of like the only who. Well, we talked about this last night. I'm not going to do that again. But the Only Dead Fish Go With A Flow, that came from a sticker that was given to me by Lorna, and I was very driven to make a vlog based on something, and that saying resonated with me a lot, and that's why I adopted it into my outro. And it was more or less birthed from, I don't want to say anger, but frustration. But I still believe in it. I love that saying. But you get a bunch of people and be like, well, actually, salmon only mate, and they go to swim against the flow. I'm like, yeah, exactly. Like, yes, but if a dead fish is dead, then this is that. But some fish also just like to take it easy. And sometimes you need to go with the flow. And I was like, oh my God. I know. And there's going to be just as much pushback with this new saying, but it's more on brand. Let's just put it that way. Keeping track, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's taking the world by storm. Make good choices. Michael Barkley. Oh no, it's okay, Michael. You'll survive. We're gonna get through this together, Michael. Hold my hand. Hold my hand, Michael. We're gonna get through this together. It's gonna be fine. I still tell people that only dead fish go. It's a great saying, 100%. And the stickers will endure. Don't worry. It's not like it's going anywhere in that sense. It will live on in spirit. Just say it already? Oh, I'm not going to say it yet. No. I'm going to make you all wait. Nice try, though. Yeah, this is a Dixon, Aaron. Oh, well, thank you, Julie. That's very kind of you to say. I appreciate hearing that because honestly, I'm just like trying to find my way at the end of the day. Torture, says Sheila. Torture. Well, if you were paying attention, Sheila, you'd know what it was, but I don't blame you. You were probably too busy winning Cards Against Humanity. It looks like the ring on your necklace has rubbed a bald spot in it. Give me a comb. Maybe. I mean, I see what you're talking about. It definitely looks like there's a bald hot spot here. But when I look at it like this, it's not. I don't know. But I see what you're talking about. I guess I'll just have to do this for the rest of the live chat. There we go. So everybody blame Gabe for my stupid look now. Way to make me self-conscious. Gabe. Do I like getting letters from my subscribers? I do. I love getting letters. Everybody relax. Everybody relax. No, yeah, I do like getting letters. I just got a really nice one from the couple that actually sent me the gift card for the Screech rum. I liked it so much. Normally, I keep it to myself, right? Normally, I keep the personal letters for myself. I always say I'm going to read this off screen, and I do that. But that one, stay tuned. At the end, I'm actually trying to know how I'm going to edit it. It'll be worth it to stick around to the end of that video because I do the like gift open because they sent me like an actual box full of stuff plus the letter. And so I actually ended the vlog and then I went and I started reading the letter and I was like, oh crap, I got to turn the camera back on and actually read this thing out loud. And it was super cool because in that case, it gave so much context to the gifts and everything that it was so entertaining. And Jay-Z, that, yeah, I do like getting letters for sure. My very first thing that I ever got from a subscriber was a letter. It was from Mike out in Quebec, and it brought me to absolute tears. It just rocked my world. And it's just, I've gotten better at accepting the fact that people are enjoying what I'm doing on a level that I couldn't even possibly begin to understand when I first started doing what I'm doing. So it's gotten easier for me to read the kindness. At first, though, it could totally caught me off guard. I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean I made your day better? Oh God. So anyway, yeah, I do like getting letters. What do you mean? Why is he staring at my chest? Obviously, Tracy. Gabe's just like, Wait, what are you saying, Marie? Can Brooklyn make up her own? This was supposed to be song for her heart? What do you mean? What? Sorry, I try. I did, Leopard Girl. Thank you so much. You send me so much kindness that I always forget to reach out to you on Patreon and say thank you. And hang on, the most recent thing you sent me was not the candle. What do you want from me? I've had like 4 things of Screech rum. You just sent me something. That's what happens when you just subtly send things through the mail and you're a rock solid person like you are. But there was something you just sent that wasn't the candle. Oh, the cup holder. Where is it? I just had it earlier. It's right here. Unfortunately, I don't think this fat ass flamingo is really going to fit it. But thank you for sending it. It's actually quite cool. It's got a little sticky bottom and everything. Will it fit in here when it's big? Not really. It's more designed for a proper coffee mug. But I got it, and I feel bad. I didn't say thank you to you. But that's because you were talking about spoiling me for my birthday, so it's kind of on you. Penny's sleeping. It's late. She's like, enough of this nonsense. That's true. Sheila did tie with Angela. Who knew the most like sweethearted ladies, well, minus Jackie Mante, let's get serious, at my meetup would win or tie at Cards Against Humanity. But I guess to be fair, Angela was playing with Jackie, and she did say to all the guys that I fucked out loud. So that was funny. Then she immediately looked at me and she said, "Shut up, Matthew." And now here we are. Let's see what she has to say in the chat, shall we? All eyes on the chat. July 1st is Canada Day. Corey E. Sorry I'm late. Catch me up. No. I am absolutely thinking it all of the time, Leopard Girl. No comment, says Jackie. It was a fun game. I mean, if you play Cards Against Humanity, you know. Was searching for Dixon, but since it's my first time here in Canada, and after 3 days being here, I don't know anything here yet in Southwest Edmonton. Also want to try Revita, didn't find it. Kurt, okay. So you're in Edmonton. You need to go to the one-stop bike shop in, I don't know the neighborhood, and I can't remember. It's like 156th or something. One-stop bike shop in Edmonton. They are a reseller of Dixon. You said it's your first time in Canada. Dixon's actually an American company based out of Arizona, Tempe, I believe. But when I was up there for my surgery, I discovered that the one-stop bike shop is a Dixon reseller. Now, I'm giving you this information emphatically because I love that you're interested and you're in a city that I'm familiar with. I don't get a kickback from Dixon at all. But they were great. The girls down there that work there are amazing. Go down there, check them out. If you find the giant cowboy boot outside, you're at the right place. As for Revita, you can order online. You can order through their website or you can order through Amazon. If you want to pick it up in person, if you're up in Edmonton, I don't know. It's easier to find it in Calgary because that's where Revita is. But if they are shipping out to Edmonton, you're going to find it at Safeway, Sobeys, Save On, Co-op. That is my recommendation to you, Kurt. Thanks for stopping by. I am not a corrupting influence. I just do what I do and you absorb it. It sounds like a sponge problem. Any custom Dixons lately? No, I was going to get the Mad Scientist Dixon, which is a gorgeous, like green bamboo. My buddy Tim at Unplugged Photography Business picked himself up one. I think he probably ordered the last in my size from frickin' Foundry, but even they're sold out. I was going to get that, but it actually came out when we were camping this last weekend and I had no reception. So I used that as an excuse to like not buy any more Dixons. That one I definitely would have cut the sleeves off of though, for sure. But obviously the universe have other plans for me. People showing kindness to you is because you deserve it. I don't know about that, but thank you. I appreciate that. Chris, is it Christine? I apologize. I know you told me in your letter on Patreon. I'm having a senior moment right now, darling. You have such an amazing personality, very funny, best lives. Thank my mom. My mom made me who I am. Well, my mom and my dad. My dad had a little bit of a hand in that. Christy. I'll remember that. Hey, you're over near one of my favorite areas of the city. I remember that too. Where's Lambo? She was here earlier, and then my live stream, I touched a button and we lost the stream. But she popped in real quick, made a comment that proved she would be my future ex-wife for sure. Then she bounced. Probably found some big Texan to climb up or something. Yes, it is on. Yeah, it's on sale. Yeah, exactly. It's Sobeys. That's where I found it the other day. You follow me on Instagram, right, Braden? I put a story picture up on Instagram the other day when I found that at Sobeys. I was like, oh, freaking like 2 or 3 Revitas for $10. I'm like, that's amazing. Hey, Canada should join in on the July the 4th. We are great neighbors, awesome countries, and we both have shitty governments. Well, you could also just celebrate it across the days, July 1st through the 4th. And we could just do cross-border escapades and all of that. Can I get a pair of those pants that my mom has, the overalls? Probably not. I feel like that was probably a one-time small mountain town thing. I'll let her know. I don't think she's going to be willing to give hers up. Any van meetups planned? Absolutely not, Gabe. That stuff like drains me hardcore. That being said, I may dabble or entertain the idea of doing one in the fall, maybe locally in Calgary, like at Craze again or something. Again, just to help support them, because as great as it was with the GoFundMe and all of the amazing generosity that people showed the F up with, the best way to support them right now is actually like just purchasing your gear through them. So it might be good for me to do a meetup there. I've talked to the guys at Craze about that ever so briefly, but my summer is so busy that anything like that won't be until the fall, for sure, for sure. Where are you located out of, Gabe? I haven't given it to her yet, Zora. I'm thinking about saving it for the next time that we're out in BC. Amber brought it out, like she reminded me of it yesterday, but they were having so much fun with this, like with their bikes and this ball. That I was just like, well, you know what, we're gonna save the wand. I might give it to her this weekend. I have her overnight this weekend, so that might be a good time to give it to her. We'll see. But don't worry, it's still safe in the Irish Pirate Queen. Absolutely, Christy. Definitely go down to Craze. You got you covered. If you order online, use VanLife Plus at checkout to save yourself 10% on your first order. I mean, it's true. I don't really care. I don't get any monetary kickback from those guys. Actually, I think I got $5 once, but they hook me up with shit all the time. They just gave me a Kuma Bear Den. Like I tried to talk them out of it, and I ended up buying Lindsay a camp stove instead to replace. Stay tuned, you'll see why and all that stuff coming up soon. But yeah, they gave me a Kuma Bear Den, so all of the support that you guys show and everything that you've done, it definitely kind of like trickles down to me, and it's like unnecessary for sure, but those guys over there are so rock solid. I love seeing the support for them. It's great. Debbie Mays, hello to such an amazing person. Your personality, well, I don't have a word to describe it. Debbie, shut up. But thank you and welcome to the live chat. I am going to have to leave you all momentarily. I think it is that time. Quick bio break is in the cards for this van lifer. So don't go anywhere. I don't have a video to show you because we're on YouTube. But talk amongst your things and talk amongst your things. Don't do that. That's how babies are made. I will be right back. Sorry, my apologies. You always lose so many people when you have to pee. Isn't it always the way? So I play with my BioLite for a bit. Okay, where are we? Good night, Jacqueline. Reception is bad. Oh, well, you have yourself a fantastic weekend. Enjoy your camping. Back at it on Tuesday, girl. I'm going to play catch up here. Oh, you're really close to Amber. Hello, Gabe. That was a late response, or are you just waiting for me to come back? Very cool, very cool. Ew, you wouldn't lose people if I pointed you towards the toilet. Amber's nasty. Anyone know of a decent van in the New York area? Let me know, as I've been looking and no luck, says Michael. If you guys can help Michael out, do it up now. I can't because I haven't been looking in the New York area or any area for that matter. Hello, Warren Gage. How you doing, sir? Lovely to see you here. Thank you for stopping by. Yes, he is being serious, LG. Mark got his van in Georgia for $1. That's a great price. No snackies, Matthew. No, I know, right? I'm very hungry, but I mean, I just ate that 6-inch sub too. Like, what the heck's going on? I'm also going to have to sport wipe myself after this live is over because I'm very tacky right now. Sammy Joe W. Good evening to you as well. Thank you very much for stopping by. I hope your weekend's off to a rollicking good start. BLT with chicken is my fave. Yeah, I like it too without the L or the T. Yeah, I don't know about that, Chad. You really think the prices are going to come down? Oh, well, thank you very much, Sammy Joe. I appreciate that. Oh, it was a gift. That makes sense. Good night, Donald. Thank you for being here and stopping by. I always appreciate having you in the chat, sir. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Do I see a lot of new Canadians in your town? What do you mean new Canadians? Like babies? Yeah, they're everywhere. People got to stop. It's 11 p.m. It is 9 p.m. where I am, though. So you're talking to me in the past. It's kind of crazy. No problem, Donald. Sounded like Tim Curry. Did I? I was channeling my best impression. Not on purpose, though. Lots of new Canadians in town. I feel like we're playing it fast and loose with the term new Canadians. What? If you had to get another van, would you build or buy a build? I want to say that I would build, Sheila, because it's very enjoyable and it's lots of fun content for the channel. On the flip side, the appeal of having something pre-built is very nice, and you can't deny the professional presentation. I say it that way because you don't know the inner workings of your build when you buy something that's already built. You know what I mean? So when you do it from the ground up, there's so much security involved in that because you know everything. So I don't know. It's very hard, but I think I would still want to build it myself. I had like this like fleeting thought the other day where I just like imagined this Transit or this ProMaster or this Sprinter or whatever. The biggest one you can imagine, high top, extended wheelbase. And I imagined myself daydreaming, if I may, about doing exactly to that what I did to Lucky. And it's just, I don't know, it's a super cool feeling. Daunting for sure, but very fun. Yeah, you are, Sammy Joe. Get it in ya. Oh, I appreciate that, Ev Shiskin. I tried so hard. I mean, I didn't try that hard. I tried a little bit. The swivel chair does make a monstrous difference, like literally monster lighting. But also, yes, it does. Yeah, it would be cool. I don't know that another van is the next thing I build on this channel. I imagine the next thing I build on this channel will be a cargo trailer. Because they're not like unheard of. There was a couple really nice ones on Marketplace yesterday. I was looking when I was on the treadmill. For about like going between $10,000 and $12,000, and like big boys, like 7 foot by 12 foot, 7 foot by 14 foot. And looking at those photos, you're just like, your mind just goes crazy. Like, oh, I could do this because I've wanted to build out a cargo trailer for a while. That would be lots of fun. Oh, thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Hey there, Northern Humble Nomad. How you doing? Welcome to the live chat. Yeah, but bigger, Jackie, bigger than Sarah Rose's, like livable. Not that she couldn't live in hers, but the space wise, I don't know that I would keep it though. You know what I mean? I might end up selling it. Well, I don't know if I'd sell it because then you're like, I don't know. Even if you're not like you sell it sight unseen, like or well, like as is sort of thing. I don't know if I'd be comfortable with the way I build stuff. So we'll see. Yeah, 7 by 12 would be good because that's a foot bigger than Lucky and big enough to stand up in, though, right? 7 by 12 would be good. It'd be great if Grace could tow it, but a big one like that, I don't think would be possible after I got done building it. Am I thinking about putting a window in Lucky? Not really. There's no real place to put one anymore, LG. Blair did one on his van, navigating the destination, and I saw it at the Patreon meetup. It looked really nice. He had it like kind of in the same spot that Chrome does at that back part of the van. And it looks great. I'd probably have to remove that new floating shelf, not floating, but the hanging shelf that I have back there. I think that would have to come down in order for a window to be like properly viable around all of the cargo nets that I have back there now. Good night, Karen. Thanks for stopping by, otherwise known as KMAT42. All right, Northern Humble Nomads John. I knew that. How you doing, buddy? Whatever. There's so many names to remember. I gotta remember 2 names. Are you kidding me? Get out of here. Sorry, Matt, but I'm copying your electrical compartment. It just makes more sense than having access to everything. Go give her. It's not about copying, it's about inspiring. Hell, my walls are the same as Chrome's from Van City Van Life. And you see shit, we recreate it. What works for us. Absolutely. You're right. Yeah, the Jeep can only tow that as well, Sheila. 3,500. Oh. Yeah, Vino 7 by 12 cargo trailer. Yeah, that would give you more room for sure. That would be so much fun to build out. Maybe chapter 5, maybe chapter 6. I could see myself doing that. I mean, I had no idea I was rebuilding Lucky in chapter 4 and it happened. So you never know. That's what I kind of like about everything. I have a certain plan for what I'm doing with my van life and my YouTube channel, but the fact that stuff can kind of just get thrown into the mix at a moment's notice, I like that. I saw a 6 by 12 trailer for 4K this week. If only. That's not bad. If you stop buying me shit, you could afford it, Cam. Yeah, a box van would be fun too. Then you could have a shower. Yeah, box van, an ambulance, stuff like that. Those would all be very cool to build out. I don't like miss the shower, but oh, that's awesome though, John. Yeah, You put a cry emoji, but you're proud as shit. I know those are happy tears. Yeah, that's very cool though, dude. Am I not hot with a sweater on? You talking about my chest hair? Yeah. Thanks, Gia. And have your Jeep pull it. Yeah, have my Jeep pull the trailer? Sheila, is that what you're talking about? Yeah, but Grace, like I said, Grace, just like your SUV, can only pull 3,500, which you need to take like, I think it's like only 90% of that. So I think like you want to look for something like 2,800 because you never want to reach your tow capacity. You never want to reach max. It's not ideal. A schoolie would be awesome to build out, but it'd be so much work to maintain. I know people do it and they're very successful with it. I don't know that it's something that would be up my alley. Oh, did Sean leave? Camaro Sean? Sorry, I missed him pop out. If you're still here, buddy, have yourself a fantastic weekend. The mile per gallon, man. The miles per gallon. Yeah. No more toys for Matthew. That's right. Cam's got to buy a Jeep or a cargo trailer. Ready for rapid fire? I'm always ready for rapid fire. Let's go. Rapid fire what? I'm stuck with my little Astro van, but I'm happy to have it. I can't wait till it's finished. Astros are bombing. Those things will go anywhere. It's usually all-wheel drive. I feel like we probably talked about this before. Maybe not. Good night, Debbie. Enjoy the rest of your weekend as well. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I didn't grow up with an Astro, but I had one. My dad bought one in 98 or 99. 99. And I drove it. He drove it so much, and that was one of my, I think that was my third vehicle. The Camaro, the Prelude, the Ranger, and I think the Astro van was after that. I think it was my third vehicle. It was a great van. I didn't even know about van life then, but they're great. It was the all-wheel drive, 1998. Oh, so cute. What the fuck? So cute. I mean, it's true, but they also go wherever you want them to go, which is cool. My Astro didn't come with that extension. My Astro. My dad's Astro, let him know. Road Therapy, how you doing? Dink says hello to you, Penny. She's passed it on the floor right now. It is 9:10 here right now, Rose. It's rear-wheel drive, but it will go. That's fine. So is Lucky. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying you missed out on the best part of the Astro, but whatever. Just kidding. My new vehicle would have to have a cat area and litter box. Yeah. Of course. What is your review of the cat de-shedder? I got it for my 3 cats. So much hair came off of them. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. It's great. It gets it right out of her. I really like it. So far, so good. I'm not so sure she's a fan of it, but she can suck it. Sammy Joe, again, it's 9:10. But remember the price? Oh, I don't remember of the Astro. I didn't buy it. I think I bought it from my dad for $500. But when he bought it, I don't know. Because I drove that van because he bought it in 99 and he sold it to me. That would have been 2008, 2009. I don't remember. Maybe he sold it to me for more than that then. I can't remember. Is my ice done? No. 3 minutes. Thanks for keeping me honest though, Sheila. Appreciate it. Ford or GM or other, ketchup chips or all dressed. Okay, hang on a second. Why did this get blocked? Oh, this is the rapid fire. Okay, I'm going to answer. Let's go. GM, ketchup, golf and baseball, flat, ass, no. That was fun. Time for a drink. I got 2-3 minutes left still. I don't have my glasses on. I can't see the timer. I just see the circle moving on the fridge. Hey, Walks with Bender. How you doing? From Buffalo Lake. Happy Friday to you as well. Not looking forward to the sun going down. My next door neighbors set my property on fire last night. What the? High mountain desert, July, brown grass. Apparently, you have to be a rocket scientist. I'm not, so don't ask me. I hope everybody's okay. Yikes. Kathy Wright Johnson says, my first car was a 1972 Datsun F10 Stallion wagon. That is a mouthful. Vehicles back then had so many names. Bright yellow with blue doors. What? Called it the Bruised Banana Mobile. That's amazing. It may not be. Oh, right, because it was $1. I get you now, Mark. What was your first vehicle? Mine was a 1989 Chevy S10 in 2001, black and gray, named Speedy. My very first vehicle was a I always screw it up. I think it was 89 Honda Prelude. White. Excuse me. Whoa! Allergies. Not really. Yeah, I think it was a 1989 Honda Prelude. If it wasn't, it was 88. Unfortunately, it was automatic, but it was so much fun. I remember my brother Byron and I bombing around in that thing, listening to Linkin Park's Meteora album at the top. I got a sound system installed in that shit from oh my gosh, I was gonna say Future Shop. It wasn't Future Shop. It was literally like surround sound. Was it surround sound? No, Sounds Around. Sounds Around. It doesn't exist anymore, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was called, was Sounds Around in Calgary. And I got a nice sick deck and a freaking subwoofer installed in the trunk, and speakers and tweeters and twitters and loopers. I don't know. But I did. I had a sound system. I was that guy back then. I had to. It was like it was like a rite of passage back then. And I had that installed, and we drove around all over our neighborhood listening to Meteora. That was some good times with Byron for sure. And all my friends too. Like, this is a little 2-door coupe with, like, it's got a back seat, but you can't put anything back there outside of a bag of groceries. But we crammed people into that car, man. We crammed people into my buddy Mike's freaking Daytona Laser and his Camaro. Oh, those are the times. Who? I don't know. Anyway, I know you just asked what my first vehicle was, and I just went way down memory lane. But anyway, coming back to the chat. My ice is ready. I need to move. The good old days, exactly. A Dodge Omni. Couldn't keep it above 55 mile per hour in a strong wind. Dodge Omni. I haven't even heard of a Dodge Omni. What was that? My second car was an American Movie Channel. What is that? I don't know any. Oh, Nissan Micra. I know that shit. Love that little beast, says Tracy. Or Tacy. Sorry, darling. Dodge Caravan. That was your first car? I knew that. Oh my God. What a POS. But it was a nice little home. Technically never owned a car. All have been in my husband's name. Girl, gotta get you some wheels. That's fine. You a kept woman. I do squats because my boobs are too small. What? You better not be talking to me, Kevin. Kevin in timeout. Do you remember $10 a car? What? A carload at the drive-in in Calgary? Oh no, I only ever went to the drive-in in Calgary once with my parents, and that was like on them. I was a little boy, but we saw what the hell did we see? Air Force One and Men in Black. Men in Black. Maybe Men in Black 2? No, Men in Black. Double feature. I don't remember how much it cost. The K car. Yeah, all right. Germany's mistake, if I'm not mistaken. Just kidding. I used to love Camaros and Firebirds, and then she grew up. Just kidding, Sharon. They're nice. Pontiac Firebirds and the Camaro, basically the same freaking car. But yeah, Mike had a 1986 Camaro that we drove out to BC together in 2001. You want to talk about the good old days? You and your best friend in a muscle car from the 80s with the T-tops off, banging down that highway road that y'all have seen me drive 100 times already. What did Amber do? Kevin got upset. But that was such a good trip in that Camaro. That car was wicked. Again, unfortunately, it was not automatic, but I don't think Mike really cares about that as much as I do. One of the hard cars that got a hold of was the Mascara Mustang Ranchero. They only made very few of those cars. I haven't even heard of that. Heaven, yeah, pretty much. John says, my first car was a 1988 black Honda Prelude. Yeah! With the four-wheel steering, and most of the time, only one light would pop up. Your car was constantly winking at people? That's awesome. Hang on, I gotta get some ice. Give me a second. I'll be back. Oh, it's frozen. It's a good feature of ice. Oh, here we go. Where's my flamingo, damn it? There it is. Come here, you freaking bird. Whoa, calm down. One at a time, ice cubes. Get your poop in a group. You'll all get where you're going eventually. There we go. There we go. Oh, Penny. Oh, Penny. 2 ice cubes for you, Penny. Just in case you needed them. Give me those. I'll clean it up. Okay. Oh, what's happening here? Be right back. Sharon was right. Van Life Plus needs some snackies. Huh. And there they are. In the form of salsa and corn tortilla chips. And I'm back. Sorry, everybody. Oh, we lost more people because my face wasn't on the screen. I apologize. Okay, Twister at a drive-in. Perfect. That would be terrifying. I'm actually excited for Twisters. That shit comes out in like 2 weeks. I probably won't go see it because I'll do a live stream for all of you. And I'm okay with that. You need snacks. I know. This was my go-to when I was in BC house sitting for my parents when I was rebuilding Lucky. I was just doing like the hard-boiled eggs, and then every night when I'd watch like a movie or TV or whatever, I was watching The Blacklist a lot. It was yellow corn chips, yellow corn chips, and salsa, and it was like a perfect snack. I love my popcorn. Don't get me wrong, but ooh, this salsa's at a point where I probably need to put it in a bowl. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the chips in there without getting schmutz on my fingers. And by schmutz, I mean salsa. And you'd think that would be fine. You'd be wrong. You savage. What's wrong with you? Oh! Okay. Wait, what is this? Oh, somebody's way far behind. Dross is here. Windows 11 is a little obnoxious. Seriously, no, it is horribly obnoxious. But like Windows 8 and Windows 10, it is what we non-Mac owners get stuck using. I do wish Macs were affordable. They're way behind in the conversation. Remember when I was talking about that earlier? Poor Dross. Oh, you'll catch up. Oh, yours was the original. Oh, my first movie in the theaters. That's great that yours was Ninja Turtles. You mean the live action one? That's a great one. Mine was The Land Before Time. No sticky hands. Yeah. Hey, Cav Jones. How you doing? Yeah, I need a bowl. This is unacceptable. Oh, we're doing more rapid fire. Hang on. Do I have Chipotle restaurant there in your area? No, we don't have Chipotles up here. If we do, they're all out east with all those bastards in Ontario. We don't have a Chipotle here. I know that's a big thing in the States. Okay, hang on. I'm going to pour myself a drink, get myself a bowl. Somebody just walked by my van. Bastard. It is 9:30. Go to bed. What are you doing? GF says vodka. Okay, I'm just going to read this out. I'm just going to do this. GF, pay attention. Okay. Ice cream, birds, brunette, Trump, Polyver, Back to the Future. What the fuck? Yo, what? I mean, but you know what? Footloose is a great movie, but I got to go with Back to the Future just because it like defined my childhood. I feel like that's an unfair comparison. Why am I given the choice between Footloose or Back to the Future? Why can't we live in a world where I can have both? Are you walking by my van? You bastards. Where Raphael has a thick New York accent. Yeah, that's a great movie. Chris and I and a couple other people were just talking about that Ninja Turtle movie at the Patreon meetup. And like all three of them. I think was it John? John, was it you? I think it might have been. But either way, the first one was the best one. The second one's highly enjoyable, but you could sort of start to tell that they were just making movies to sell toys, like with Toka, and Razar. Oh my god, what? Toka and Razar. They couldn't use like Bebop and Rocksteady or whatever. And then the third movie was just garbage. But that first movie, man, it still stands up today. It's got like a good structure for like a story of family and belonging and all this. It's really good. I don't know where the channel's not going political. I was just answering questions. Secret of the Ooze is awesome. I remember seeing Secret of the Ooze in the theater as well. I don't actually know, now that I think about it, I don't know that I saw the original Ninja Turtles in the theater. I know Land Before Time, Batman Returns, and Aladdin. Those, like, I feel like those are like the trifecta of the first three movies that I saw in the theater. But go watch Fireworks on the Lake. Go watch Fireworks on the Lake. There's no fireworks on the lake here. There's going to be fireworks popping out of the core soon. Well, maybe not soon. Somebody said, what am I dipping my chips in? It is Mrs. Renfro's Black Bean Salsa. It's really good. But I needed to go in a bowl because my fingies were getting stuck in it. Oh, Rock of Ages. I saw that movie once. I remember enjoying it, but not so much that I wanted to see it again. But I did enjoy the music. You're not wrong about that. It was good. You've noticed that Hollywood's been doing a lot of remakes lately? Yeah, Hollywood doesn't know what they're doing. They're too scared to take chances anymore. I talked about this a couple live streams ago. It's garbage. Oh my god, Ernest Scared Stupid. I haven't thought about the Ernest movies in so long. Oh yeah. That's hilarious. Tenacious D. Never been a real big fan of them. My buddy Chris loves Tenacious D. Did I say Land Before Time? Yeah, the original Land Before Time. That was the first movie I ever saw in the theater. As far as I know. I would have to cross-reference that fact with my mother. I've seen Bloodsport, but I don't remember much of it. I worked at Blockbuster too. I love going to Blockbuster back in the day, man. Renting movies. It's funny. I think I was talking to my buddy Mike a while ago and said we didn't realize how good we had it back in the 90s. Like the 90s, kind of like they get shit on a lot, or they used to, and now it's just like, yep, that was pretty much one of the best eras to be in, honestly, especially when you compare it to like the way things are now. The 90s were great. I think it's because it was right before like the big technological boom of everything, and we just advanced so crazy fast with everything. I miss Blockbuster too. Yeah, we all agreed that TMNT 3 sucks. Turtles, and it's not even Turtles in Time. What was it called? Did it even have a subtitle? It didn't. It was just called Ninja Turtles 3, right? I'm confusing it with the Super Nintendo game. The music was better for sure, but you didn't know it at the time. I don't know. It's one of those. It's just one of those like you don't know what you have until it's gone. You know what I mean? Right? And VHS movies and copying them. Kevin in his house with his freaking 2 VCRs set up, and he's copying. It was so easy to steal movies back then. What about the 5 Heartbeats? What, 5 Heartbeats hot sauce? Heartbeats? What are you talking about, 5 Heartbeats? Is that a Bloodsport thing? You still talking about Bloodsport? Good night, Sammy Joe W. Thank you for being here. I'm just getting to see movies before the release. Oh, you used to work at Rogers. Yeah, man. Yeah, who remembers that? Rogers used to be a movie rental company before they were just a cell phone provider. Could you imagine if Blockbuster was a cell phone provider if they had gone down the same route? That's crazy. To that extent, who remembers the fact that when Netflix first came out and became a thing, they were a service where you would rent movies online, but they would physically send you the movies, and when you were done watching it, you would mail it back. That's how Netflix started. And now look at them. It's crazy. Hey, Ted Morrison, how you doing? I appreciate that, man. I'm glad you're watching everything I pump out. I do it a lot. Be ready to encounter places in the U.S. that don't take cash. There are machines that take your U.S. cash and give you a one-way debit card. Annoying. Yeah, that's stupid. I know my parents already ran into something. Not like that. We wouldn't take. It's not that they wouldn't take cash, but my parents they went to a restaurant in Kelowna where they got served their food by a robot. It's not good. It's not good. Buying CDs, buying cassette tapes. You want to know what my first cassette tape I ever got was? My dad bought me, I'm pretty sure it was their first album. He bought me the Backstreet Boys on cassette tape. I don't know. I don't think he had a basis for doing that. Because I was just like, oh, thanks. I mean, I'll be the first one to say they're actually really talented. But back in the day, when you were sort of judged on what you did and didn't like and whether or not it was cool or in at the time, that was a little awkward to get as my first cassette tape. My first CD was the Batman Forever soundtrack. I love that shit. Freaking Kiss from a Rose with Seal, Smash It Up by The Offspring, Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me by U2. Woo, that's a good album. Columbia House. Oh, yeah. We had boom boxes. Yeah, baby. It's harder than a biscuit in Arizona. Hey, Tanya, how you doing? Happy late 4th of July to you as well. Aussie Jack had, well, you have the Batman Forever CD? Oh, yeah, the Matrix soundtrack was great. I love that with that Marilyn Manson song on it. That was a good album. I think had a Rob Zombie song on it, too. Yeah, like we don't get that anymore. We don't get movie soundtracks anymore. It's nonsense. Everything gets pumped out of Hollywood is just meh. Like, I still watch the odd movie here and there. There's still some things that are okay, but by and large, man, it is just a producing machine, and it's all so static and generic. It's unfortunate. That's all right. We can move right along. Bop is Hanson. Amber, yo, what the? Bop was Hanson. In Sync, their best album was No Strings Attached. Oh yeah, the original Matrix was a great movie. Still is. Holds up today. Somewhere I have a box of hard drives with nothing but full movie soundtrack. Everything. I'm gonna guess maybe in storage. That's true. The Guardians of the Galaxy actually stepped up in their mixtape. Like the fact that the music was so heavily featured in the movie is what like made it sure that was going to get a soundtrack. You're not wrong. Those were really good. What the fuck is it? Oh yeah, like Kevin doesn't know. He's trying to act all cool. Meanwhile, he's got the whole discography of the Hanson brothers. He's just like, I know we did. We used to have Redbox. I haven't seen one in a while. Yeah, there's no original ideas anymore, Jared. That's the problem. All downhill from 1970. Oh, somebody's better. But everybody sort of got that attachment to their own decade, right? There's still Redbox in the States. Oh, we did have Red. Yeah, I know, right, Stacy? Like, exactly. I used to see them in like Safeway and stuff. Definitely not anymore. Not the Safeways that I like go to. These chips are to die for. Loving life right now. Absolutely, LG. I mean, my heart's fine. It's not Twitter pating for him or whatever. But that shootout scene with him and Carrie Ann Moss where they assault, like where they're attacking the bank and like they implement the slow-mo and everything. I'm not even talking about the bullet time on the roof, but that shootout scene in The Matrix, it was so well done. Very ahead of its time, and it still stands up today as far as I'm concerned. The rest of the Matrix movies can absolutely pound sand, unfortunately. The second one was okay for Flash. The third one completely jumped the shark. It was absolutely ridiculous. And the fourth one was just boring. Like, it was fine, unnecessary. Mary Lynn Citrilli. This 7-Eleven around the corner has Redbox. Stop bragging. America's got all the good shit. Thanks, Tanya. I appreciate that. It's very loud. Even my physical therapist today, he was like, dude, I love the shirt. Where'd you get it? I was like, pointed at the freaking tag. I'm like, Dixon. He's like, oh, awesome. And he said it in a way like, I'm going to go get me one. And I was like, you're not going to find this shirt. He's like, what do you mean? Why not? I'm like, because they're one-offs. They just do one run. And if you don't get it, that's it. They gone. And this was Kiss one came out last year, but you should still follow them because they put out a bunch of shirts like this. And he was like a little disappointed, but then also intrigued at the same time. So, oh, BC Mike, that's awesome. Thanks for the gifted subs, my man. Let's see if Amber gets one. No such luck. Well, welcome to Van Life Plus memberships, everybody, as well as you specifically, BC Mike. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you so much. John Wick 1 was great. You know what? Aside from the fact that Keanu Reeves was in it, but John Wick 1 was great. I just say Twitter pated. And yes, that was a Bambi reference. And but 2, 3, and 4, they just all blur together. Well, okay. 2 and 3 definitely do. 4 is memorable, but Amber and I watched 4 together and we were both like, this is too much. Like the scene, the action scene, like the fighting scenes, as good as they were, and they were quality, they just went on for too long. Like there's I think it's near not the beginning, but like in the first half of the movie or whatever, there's a scene where he's fighting in like the neon lit display cases or wherever the hell he was. Like that's the other thing. I don't know where he is. That scene went on for way too long. And as cool as the like fight sequence with the cars in France was around that like big popular landmark that everybody knows, the archway, whatever the hell that's called, the Fleu de Fleu in France. As cool as it was, again, it just went on for forever. The finale of like the stairway sequence, I really loved. So John Wick 4 definitely has moments that stand out, most of them negative in the terms that they wear out their welcome. But yeah, the first movie was great. Keanu Reeves fell down those stairs one too many times. No. But that's what I loved about that sequence at the end. Because that sequence at the end of John Wick 4, where he's climbing the stairs to get to that final point, and he keeps getting knocked down the stairs. Yeah, a little bit obnoxious for somebody like Amber when she's watching it, and I get it. Totally. But when you're watching it from the like a storytelling perspective and what John Wick is trying to do, that's the metaphor for how hard his struggle is. And I thought that one particular part in the movie was executed really well. Like it's supposed to be brutal. It's supposed to drive you crazy. It's supposed to like tear you down and whatnot. So I like that. But all of the other stuff before that, I was like, just come on. This action scene's been going on for 25 minutes. I could have gone out for lunch. Kevin just wants to ruin the mood. Remember when the dog got shot because it had rabies? Fucking Kevin. I had to get some chips and dip. Well, you're welcome, Road Therapy. Thoughts on Vern's Pizza? I don't know what that is. Never had it. So I got no thoughts. Cujo's a good movie. I like Cujo. Love the movie The Hunger Games. Oh, I'm sorry, Daniel. That's unfortunate. I'm just kidding. I haven't seen all of them. The first one was fun. I think I saw the first 2. There's 4 of them, right? I never saw. Yeah. Let me see if I can do it. How much is committed to my brain? Got the Hunger Games. That's the first one. Then you got the Hunger Games. Is it Mockingjay is the second one? Or is that the third one? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know what. Who's saying it? Anybody saying it? Of course I watched Hunger Games on Maze Runner's garbage. Just kidding. I don't know it. But yeah, Hunger Games came out before Maze Runner, so of course I saw that. And it plus Jennifer Lawrence is in it. Who gives a shit about whatever her freaking name is in those movies? She's like, discount Jennifer Lawrence. And Jennifer Lawrence is a moron, but she's at least good at what she does in terms of acting. She just thinks that she was the first female action star. You okay, bud? Sit down. Yeah, that's a good point. Rest in peace, Donald Sutherland. That's crazy, eh? What was in it? What am I missing? I'm surprised nobody typed it in yet. Who's a good dog with rabies? Stephen King. What am I Mockingjay? What's the other Hunger Games? There's a third one. Mockingjay sounds so dumb. Why does it sound dumb? It's literally a bird. I can't remember. Neither can I. Come on, Christy. What's the matter with you? Hey, Aaron. How you doing? Catching Fire. Catching Fire was the second one then. And Mockingjay Part 1 and Part 2, right? I don't think it was Catching Fire Part 1 and Part 2. And then that new prequel or whatever that I heard is absolute trash. A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes or whatever. Oh, which James Bond is the best? GoldenEye. And that speaks to my generation. Sean Connery was a really good Bond. Roger Moore was a good Bond. George Lazenby, underrated, but that's fine. And Timothy Dalton, but GoldenEye. Even though that I think Daniel Craig's Bond movies are superior. GoldenEye is the correct answer. Hey, yo, A.A. Ron. I never remember the order of the sequel names for any movie series, right? Whatever it happened, just do 2, 3, 4, 5. Why is that so hard? Pirates of the Caribbean, man. Although those movies are awesome. I can do those. That's fine. I'm on board with those. Give me a hell yeah. Yeah, the GoldenEye soundtrack was good. Tina Turner and Ike. The reflections on the water. More than darkness in the depths. GoldenEye found your weakness. A bitter kiss will bring him to his knees. So good. So good. Although Chris Cornell crushed Casino Royale too. You Know My Name? That's a great song. Fun fact though, Casino Royale is an amazing movie. Same director as GoldenEye, Martin Campbell. Just saying, please stop. Shut up, Kevin. Just enjoy something for once, okay? Don't be so negative all the time. Do I have an all-time favorite movie actor? Ooh. I don't know, man. I don't care. Controversial because people have opinions, but Kevin Spacey, ignoring like all of the nonsense, as an actor, really good. Love him in Usual Suspects, American Beauty, not 12 Angry Men. Oh, he wasn't in. Never mind. I was thinking Larry Gunn Ross, but he wasn't in that one. The Ref, like I really think he's a strong actor. But if you don't want to get like, oh God, oh my God, me too, blah blah blah. If you ignore that, Jim Carrey. I love Jim Carrey. He was like, I idolized him when I was growing up. Obviously, that probably bleeds through. Michael J. Fox. I was like that. He was so good. I mean, he still is. Have people watched Still on Apple TV? That is a great movie. But Michael J. Fox. Now, I don't just mean Back to the Future. I mean all the way from Family Ties to For Love and Money. So good. Greedy. Such a good little. That was a tragedy, man. Even Spin City was very entertaining. I really enjoyed it. Good night, Jackie Berg. Thank you for being here. Yeah, Daniel Craig was a really good James Bond. Daniel Craig rubbed me the wrong way when I first saw him because I was coming off like the Pierce Brosnan bandwagon, obviously, and Die Another Day was trash, and I was hoping that Pierce Brosnan was going to get to like redeem himself, which he didn't. So then they cast Daniel Craig. And I'm like, why is blonde? Why is blonde? Exactly. Why is Bond blonde? Why is he so fancy, pretty, and he's doing parkour? But when you step back and you watch it a few more times and you see what he did really good until, Die Another Day came out. Then that happened. Good. I actually reviewed that movie. That my movie review of Another Day to Die is, I think it's still here on the channel. You can check it out. I was very torn about that movie. It was the best, worst James Bond movie. Chris is back. Hello, sir. Yeah, Teen Wolf, right? right? I mean, De Niro's even a good actor. He's a freaking moron now too, but he's such a good actor. Yeah, that's the thing. And I love Tom Cruise. I think he's great. You know, as far as like still going stars are concerned, he's one of them for sure. And yeah, I've always been like he's been great. Like I can't remember what the first movie I saw Tom Cruise in was, but I will like Rain Man will always have a special place in my heart, and The Firm, but Rain Man especially. What him and Dustin Hoffman did in that movie was just great. Love that movie. It's too hard for me to like really nail down like number one actor. You know what I mean? I was such a movie buff. I guess I still am to a certain extent, but again, see my aforementioned affinity towards Hollywood these days. We're not really getting movies anymore. We're just getting agendas and repeats and like buy the books bullshit. Like it's just not engaging anymore. I did see a movie fairly recently that I thought, Late Night with the Devil. I talked about it on the last live stream, and that was really good. It was nice to see them going out of their comfort zone and giving something a shot. That was great. Witch Hunter. You know that movie with Nicolas Cage? I like Nick Cage back in the day too. I mean, I still like him. Joe was a great movie. If you haven't seen Joe with Nicolas Cage, you should definitely check it out. Hello, Kay. Penny is asleep on the bed. I'm right here. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Tom Hanks is good too. Yeah, Tom Hanks is great. I love Tom Hanks and Turner and Hooch. So good. That was such a great movie. Oh, Jason Statham. Yeah, I like the Transporter movies, man. And Crank. I even like The Beekeeper. It was a bad movie, but he was good in it. Actually, I'll give more credit to The Expendables 4. You want to talk about a garbage movie? But Jason Statham carried that movie, and it was completely enjoyable enough. Like he carried. I was fine with everything because they gave him such a big part in that movie. All Big. Yeah, Big with Tom Hanks is good too. Yeah, Adam Sandler's older stuff's good. Apparently, Chris told me they're doing a Happy Gilmore too. Yo, what? Like that's great. Oh, Pet Sematary. The original's terrifying. Tremors. That's a good throwback. I love that. I've seen all of them, like all 7, but the first one is just that's such a perfect movie. Freaking Kevin Bacon. Oh my God. I can't remember his name. Ward. Oh no, I can't remember his first name now. Oh shoot, that drives me crazy. But Reba McEntire in Tremors, so good. Graboids. Fred Ward, that's his name. Fred Ward came to me. Oh, Nancy Shad wants to bed Pedro Pascal. She just wants to get all up on that mustache. Sorry, couldn't help myself, Nancy. Oh, What Dreams May Come. That's great. Cuba Gooding Jr. and Robin Williams. Hell yeah. I mean, pretty much anything Robin Williams did was gold. Even his like when he was like testing the waters and doing darker shit, like 1 Hour Photo, Insomnia, The Night Listener. Robin Williams was great. Oh, Spirited Away. Shut up, Amber. Get out of here with your anime shit. Spirited Away. I'm a horse and I'm drawn and I go away with spirits. Ooh, there's a breeze on the animated field. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Mm-hmm. Cocktail Matthew is fun. Thanks, Stacy. Cocktails. What movie haven't I seen? I know it might seem like that, but there's plenty that I haven't seen for sure. Obviously, a lot of older stuff. I tend to hear people talk about their passion of older movies, like black and white movies and whatnot. Like I watched the series Sugar recently with Colin Farrell on Apple TV. Great show. Totally called the twist, but it was still very enjoyable. But in the movie, he's a huge movie buff. And he references, there's a funny thing in that show, but he references older movies about how he's going to them and watching them and what he likes from them and how he takes like moments from movies that he's seen and how he applies it to his life and whatnot. And he's a big fan of these old black and white movies. It's like, yeah, I kind of want to go back and start watching older movies. I think it would be fun. I just don't know if I have the time to do it, or the patience. I don't know. Maybe. A long time ago, we haven't gotten there yet, but one of my girlfriends and we got that hardcover book that you could get. It's super thick, and I think they redo it every year, but it's 1,001 movies you need to watch before you die. And our intention was to watch every single movie in the book that we got and then do movie reviews on YouTube of those movies. I think we got through 3 of them, which was highly entertaining, lots of fun. But then we broke up, but we stopped doing that whole process before we broke up. That was fun. And there was a lot of movies in there that I hadn't seen. Of course, once you got up to movies that I had seen, great shit was in there, like Pulp Fiction and Jurassic Park and LA Confidential and stuff. I'm pretty sure that movie was in there. That's what I was talking about. So in Sugar, James Cromwell is in Sugar, and they actually reference the movie LA Confidential in the show. They talk, like, one of the characters talk about it, but James Cromwell is in LA Confidential. I always find that hilarious when they do stuff like that. Welcome, Irvins. Oh, Irvins Touraine. I probably butchered your name, but I appreciate the super chat and welcome to the live stream, sir. I appreciate having you here. Hopefully your Friday is leading into a very fantastic weekend. We were talking about all sorts of things right now. At this point in the evening, we do tend to get off topic of van life and start talking about whatever. It always tends to lean towards movies. I wonder why that is. Well, hello. But if you got questions or anything about van life or anything else, throw it into the chat with 3 giant Qs, and it will help me see it, and I'll do my best to answer it. I'm also eating chips and drinking rum. Now you're all caught up. My all-time favorite movie is Return to Me. Oh, that's your all-time favorite movie? I mean, it's an okay movie. It was a movie to me. It was written in. I'm sorry, I'm going to tear this movie apart, Debbie. No, not literally. It was built around the twist, and the twist was that it was taking place during like the ending of the movie. Like you think it's a modern movie the entire time you're watching it. And spoilers for Return to Me. Wait, Return to Me. Never mind. Hang on a second. Never mind. Return to Me is a great movie. I was thinking about Remember Me, but then I should have finished reading what you wrote when you said David Duchovny. Yes, Return to Me is a great movie. You're right. I won't spoil Remember Me for anybody. Yes, I have seen that movie. I don't know about best movie of all time, but it's very enjoyable. I like David Duchovny. I like Minnie Driver too. She was great in Grosse Point Blank. That movie's I need to watch that again. I'm overdue. Minnie Driver, John Cusack, Hitman comes back for his high school reunion. Come on! I have not seen 1927 Metropolis. No. Wuthering Heights. Isn't it Wuthering Heights? Like Wuthering? Or is it Weathering Heights? I thought it was like WUTH. Enjoy yourself, Aaron. Have a fantastic weekend, dude. Ooh, there you go, Lakedale. I don't think I've seen that. Speaking of Jack Nicholson, though, man, I wish he was still doing it. I know that he's older now. He can't really do it, but it's too bad The Departed wasn't his last movie. There's that fucking thing with Owen Wilson. Ugh. We're talking about a good actor. Jack Nicholson, definitely. Yeah, I can't do the voice, but I'm going to do the face. What? I watched it As Good as It Gets. Mom and Dad and I, we didn't really like sit down and watch it proper when I was there last time, but it was like on. Mom was watching it, and Dad and I would kind of float in and out, but that was a good movie. Greg Kinnear, Jack Nicholson, and Helen Hunt. That was really enjoyable. Jack should run for office. There you go. Why not, bud? Get him in there. My favorite anime, Sailor Moon. Pokemon. I don't really have one. I don't know a lot about them. But when I was watching like cartoons when I was a kid on YTV, Sailor Moon and Pokemon. That's about it. And Sailor Moon's hot, so take that over animals. I'm just kidding. But like I said, Amber is the anime queen. That being said, I did just pick up Dragon Quest XI for my Switch. So I'm not like opposed to it. But in terms of sitting down and watching a movie, I'd rather play a game. Like I know like Final Fantasy probably isn't considered anime, but the art style and whatnot, I'd rather play like a Final Fantasy game than, or like Persona, right? I don't have any experience with Persona, but you know what I'm talking about. That being said, Howl's Moving Castle. I know shit. Just kidding. I don't. Anyone watch Bridgerton? No, I have not seen Bridgerton. Oh, I love horror movies. Heck yeah. What did we watch? We just watched Immaculate. It was pretty good. Not too shabby. Sydney Sweeney. Apparently she's the new hotness with the big boobs in town. I don't know anything about her. I hate turn-based games. I get that. But I played Mario RPG lately, and it really like inspired me. Like, yeah, I want to go back and play some more of these. I like the slower pace and the tactical aspect of it. I definitely moved away from turn-based stuff for a long time, and I was playing like Gears of War, Call of Duty, Destiny. I don't got time for that. I don't have the reflexes for that anymore. Oops. Oh yeah, the last detail, Jack and Randy Quaid. That sounds familiar. Now that you mentioned Randy Quaid, I still don't think that I've seen it like Dale, but it does sound familiar. I'll have to check it up. I have to check it out. Do I think Casablanca has to be the best ever? No. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. I don't even think that's the line. I think that's one of those lines where it's said and it's actually not that. It's something just a little bit different, but we've accepted it as a different thing. Of all the gin joints in all the world, she's got to walk into mine. Still not the best. That's too specific, Chad. Calm down, you nerd. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. You know what's funny, Braden, that you mentioned that? Byron did a live performance of that with Theater I think it was through Theater Calgary. I had no idea that was a thing. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. But yeah, I can't remember who he played. I remember which one he was, but I remember going to see it. That was a long ass time ago, but it's just small freaking world, you know, because that's like not a commonly known thing as far as I know. But both those movies are fabulous, Jason. I would definitely choose Golden Pond over A River Runs Through It, but they're both very good. What's he do for a living? He's a dentist. A dentist! Good God, he'll be staring at our teeth the whole time. Wait, what's the other quote that I used to use? Oh my God, Henry Fonda was so good in that movie. What was that quote? Just like my father. You should meet him. Your father is still alive? No, but you should meet him. So good. Oh, I love that movie so much. That was one of those movies I used to watch with my grandparents. Oh, so good. What about the 13 movies? What are the 13 movies? Oh, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn is Gone with the Wind, right? That's right. Whatever, I've had some rum, so sue me. What's he freaking say to her at the end of Casablanca then? What's that big line that he says? I thought that was Casablanca. Old Henry. Oh, with Michael Caine. I have seen that one. That was a while ago, though. What's he say at the end of Casablanca? Blanca, shut up. Do I like any Matthew Lillard movies? Hell yeah, man. Scream 1 is great. Without a Paddle, I really enjoyed. There's the one where he plays the hitman with his wife, with Kristen Bell. I think it's literally called Hit and Run. Oh, he's not a hitman. It's called Hit and Run. That movie's really underrated and very good. If you haven't seen it, Hit and Run. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. I thought that was, yeah, but are we just being schooled by Francis that that's Gone with the Wind? Or is it all the gin joints? I thought, no, what? Here's looking at you, kid. Thank you, Jared. You're the best. Here's looking at you, kid. That's freaking Casablanca. Good night, Zora. Have a good slumber, darling. Yeah, Misery's great. Although the book's better than the movie. I wish they had cut James Caan's feet off. Right with it. She just breaks him with a sledgehammer. What a pussy, Kathy Bates. Come on. Bernie's Day Out. Do you mean Weekend at Bernie's? Or is this like a different movie? Every gin joint in the world, and you have to walk into mine. That's not the end of the movie, though. Of all the gin joints in the world. Yeah, but that's not the end of the movie. Which one's Gone with the Wind? We're so confused right now. Won't amount to a hill of beans. Oh, that's a good one. Here's looking at you, kid. Yeah, that's Casablanca. Here's looking at you, kid. Here's look. Hit and run is good. Okay, we're all over the place. Weekend at Bernie's is Joe Biden at the moment, right? I feel so bad. Like there's so many memes going around about Biden and that debate, and it's just like I get it. I get like the internet's going to tear everything apart, and it is, and it's funny, and you have to like you. There's no denying it. That's brutal. But like ever since I saw a lot of it, like I'm Canadian, so I'll take it for like what it's worth. But it's just like it's hard to not assume that there's something else going on behind the scenes. Biden, I just remember my grandpa. I'm like, this guy doesn't want to be here. He shouldn't even be here. He's he just wants to be in the retirement home, enjoying the rest of his days. Like, I don't know, man. Whatever. We don't have to talk about it anymore. People get so emotional and so touchy. Who remembers back in the day when you could talk about politics and you could give your opinion and somebody could disagree with you and you could still be friends? Can we get back to those days? Because it seems impossible. As soon as you say something that somebody else doesn't like agree with wholeheartedly, you're like the enemy. It's such a sad state of affairs. So bad. Play It Again, Sam was a Woody Allen movie. Oh, I love Woody Allen movies. I loved as a direct, again, he's like one of those other like, oh God, he did so many gross things. Sure, but he had a great body of work. Like his older stuff, like Annie Hall, is really good. I love Small Time Crooks. And oh, he didn't. Never mind. I was about to confuse that with Mickey Blue Eyes. Woody Allen had nothing to do with Mickey Blue Eyes, but Woody Allen has a good body of work. The one with Larry David, what was it called? Like most of the time, Woody Allen would put himself in a role, but he wrote a movie that he wasn't in, and he cast Larry David from Curb Your Enthusiasm, and you could tell that it was a role that was written that he would have done had he not casted Larry David. I can't remember what that one's called. I really enjoyed that one too. Oh, freaking Curse of the Jade Scorpion. Oh, so many good movies. Oh, Blazing Saddles. Now we're getting back to like Billy Crystal and stuff. Heck yeah. Whatever works. Thank you, Christy. Yes, whatever works. That was a good one. And I think there was another one he did. He was in it, but he didn't take center stage. And I think it was Jason Biggs and Christina Ricci. And I think Anyone Else, I think it was what it was called. I remember really enjoying that one as well. He's really, I don't know, he's really good. He's very simplistic. And he's like a perfect example of a writer-director who doesn't change his formula. He's like, this is what works. This is what I do. This is what you're getting. If you watch his movies, every single opening credit sequence, the font is exactly the same. And he always uses like old coffee shop smooth jazz for his soundtrack, for his opening credits at the very least. So good. Oh, Shutter Island. I really enjoyed Shutter Island. That was Martin Scorsese. I love when Martin Scorsese does like otherworldly stuff, or not like necessarily otherworldly stuff, but when he goes outside his familiar zone of gangster related material, like he's really good at doing mafia stuff. But Shutter Island, he took on that novel and he really got a good performance out of Leo. And it was, I liked seeing that. That was, I hate that I'm so bad with names tonight, but that was written by the same guy that wrote Mystic River and the Drop with Tom Hardy. The Drop is the name of the movie. That's not the name of the book. What was his name? He's from Boston. Dang it. Hello, Jason. How you doing, sir? Lovely to see you here. Or Music Talks. It always happens, Debbie. It's always the way it is. Oh, man. Yeah, anyways, he's a really good writer, and Shutter Island was one of the better ones for sure. There's an example of what something I haven't seen Cool Hand Luke. I know it's like one I should see, but I haven't. Bad with names. Oh my God. Well, I'm trying. Shut up, Sheila. More ice. I don't think I have enough water in there. Oh, I do. Nice. Oh, yes. Yeah, Shutter Island's pretty good. It's really enjoyable. I wish I could. Somebody look it up. Who wrote it? He's a really good author. Ben Affleck's a director and an actor. Ben Affleck had nothing to do with any of those movies. Although he did The Town, which was great. Argo was enjoyable as well. All right, You know what? If you're not going to do it for me, I'm going to do it myself. Dennis Lehane. Dennis Lehane. The best Batman? Christian Bale. Like it is. There's no. Michael Keaton was great. Val Kilmer was passable. George Clooney was terrible. And Ben Affleck did fine, but he wasn't given enough opportunity to like flesh it out. And we're not going to talk about Adam West. Calm down. My God. But Christian Bale, he just had the most to work with. And he did a really good job bringing that character to life and making it what Christopher Nolan wanted it to be. So I'll give you that. Yeah, Keaton second. I'll give you that. Exactly. Oh, the game is so good. The game is so good. We're talking about with Michael Douglas, right? Michael Douglas and Sean Penn. Directed by David Fincher. Come on, let's go. Such a good movie. I love that movie. We were just talking today about how my boss was an extra in Cool Runnings at the crash scene. Yeah, that's cool. Cool Runnings, man. The Jamaican bobsled team. That was filmed in Calgary. 1988 Winter Olympics in Calgary. Well, I mean, not the whole movie, but the bobsledding scenes and whatnot. My flamingo is dehydrated. My flamingo is waiting for ice. I'm nailing it with names. I'm doing my best. I used to be better. Did I like Armageddon? Yeah, I liked it. I loved Armageddon. It was so much better than Deep Impact. Deep Impact was too emotional. I mean, in retrospect, I can go back and watch. I say this because they both came out in the same year, for those that might be wondering. Deep Impact was way more real and emotional, and it focused on the characters still on Earth and whatnot. But Armageddon was just fun. Michael Bay just making a space movie. Steve Buscemi with a rocket between his legs and a gun in space. Well, he didn't have the gun. William Fichtner did. But still, it was so good. So many good characters in that movie. And Liv Tyler and animal crackers down her panties. Come on! I don't know, Jackie. I have no idea how I retain all this information, but it's just like something I can do. I don't know. It's never going to help me, but oh no. It's a bean dip. It's got all the flavor flav. Don't you worry. I like sci-fi movies. Yeah, man. There's not a lot of movie genres I don't like, or that I won't at least give a shot to. Some of my favorite sci-fi movies. I mean, I love Sunshine. Danny Boyle. That was great. Deep Event Horizon, which is more horror, right? Aliens. That's more action. You can't say Alien is a sci-fi movie. The original is not a sci-fi movie. I mean, it's got sci-fi tendencies and whatnot, but it's a horror movie. You got to look at the structure and the veins of the movie and what makes it go. Alien, the original Ridley Scott Alien, that's a horror movie. And then James Cameron came in and kind of made the sequel more action-oriented. But there's another really good one, Supernova. I don't know if it's good. It's probably actually terrible, but I remember it from my childhood and I'm really enjoying it. Supernova, if you can find it, it's worth the watch. Angela Bassett and I can't remember the other guy. I can't remember the actor in it. But I remember enjoying it. And there's another one that always sticks out. It's escaping me. It's with Guy Pearce, where it's like the space prison. But he's being interrogated in this one scene. He's just a sarcastic prick. Guy Pearce is so good. He's very underrated. And it's just like, and what was the guy's name? He's just like, fuck you. He was Asian. I was like, that's the best. That's such a good line. Oh, what was that movie called? I can't even remember now. I thoroughly enjoyed it. That was a Luc Besson movie too, I believe, the French director. I think he did it. I can't remember the name of it right now. Sci-fi horror would be a genre. That's fair. My knowledge gives you quality content. I mean, if you say so. Guy Pearce is an Aussie. That's right. So I like the movie Mama. I remember enjoying it when I watched it. I remember it was like a big deal when it came out. And I did see it. And I'm like, this is really good. It's a good horror movie, but it didn't stick with me. So maybe it wasn't that good. Riddick. Pitch Black's the best one. Chronicles of Riddick's okay. And I'm glad that they brought it back down to basics for the third one with Riddick. But Pitch Black, there you go. There's your sci-fi movie. Leave it alone. We didn't need to see an expanded universe for that movie. but the lore and stuff behind Pitch Black was really good. Oh, Face Off's just fun. I love John Woo back in the late 90s, early 2000s. All this Broken Arrow with Christian Slater and John Travolta. Love it. Face Off, John Travolta and Nicolas Cage. Even Wind Talkers with Nicolas Cage and Adam. His name's escaping me. He's a native actor. I can't remember his name now. But I loved John Woo's flair. Well, not even just John Woo. We even Mission Impossible 2, right? When John Woo directed MI2, he loved the whole good versus evil, singular bad guy versus singular good guy. So like in Broken Arrow, you got Christian Slater and John Travolta, and they're going to go head to head. You know that the climax of the movie is going to be these two entities fighting each other. Same with Face Off. John Travolta and Nicolas Cage are going to fight each other, even though they swap places like this. Right. And then in Mission Impossible 2, it's Ethan Hunt and freaking Dougray Scott's character. And they're just going at it on the beach. They're motorbikes like freaking knights, like modernized knights. Mission Impossible 2 is a terrible movie. It's real freaking bad. But fight scene. Memento was good. Yeah. One of Christopher Nolan's first movies. Not his first movie, but really, really enjoyable if you can keep up with it. Told out a sequence. You know, it's fun. Broken Arrow was fun. Yeah. Cube, I've never seen Cube. Dune sucks. Hi, Chuck. How you doing? Dune's terrible. Don't watch Dune. It can put you to sleep. If you have insomnia, watch Dune. The Green Mile. Yeah, Green Mile was good. I enjoyed. I started to read those books because who remembers when Stephen King was actually writing those? They didn't come out as a novel. They didn't come out as novellas. They came out as like these serialized thin books. And I remember I was still back when I was a kid. I remember when it came out. I feel like that movie came out in 98. I could be wrong. Maybe it was later than that. But when the books themselves were coming out, we were going to New Denver as a family still, camping at the old property. And I remember it must have been my dad buying the books. And I'd be reading them on the beach there in Slocan or on Slocan in New Denver. And yeah, every like chapter was a book. I think it was like 5 or 6 that told the story of John Coffey. But anyways, Frank Darabont brought it together as a really good movie. He knows how to make Stephen King stuff. He did great with Green Mile and The Mist. Mist has one of the best endings of all time. Oh, and I think Darabont did the Shawshank Redemption as well, which I haven't seen. Strangeland with D. Snyder? No, never heard of that. Train Spotting, I saw it years ago. I don't remember much about it. It's not action. Oh, The 13th Warrior. That's Antonio Banderas. That was based on a Michael Crichton novel. I did see that one. I don't remember much about it. It was like Michael Crichton. He's the guy that wrote Jurassic Park. This will be great. It was fine. The Lone Ranger with Johnny Depp. I like that because Gore Verbinski directed it. It was one of his first movies that he did after Pirates of the Caribbean. So I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great. I don't remember who played. Oh wait, Johnny Depp played Tonto. Who the hell played? Oh, Armie Hammer from the Social Network. Yeah, I remember enjoying it for what it was, but I was never a Lone Ranger fan when I was a kid. Like, I don't even remember. I used to know the theme song by heart, but I don't know it now. It's interesting. Oh, the Ring, The Conjuring, and the classic shit your pants Exorcist. Exorcist is overrated. I get it. You watch The Exorcist now, and you're like, I know why people left the theater back in the 70s when it came out. Or maybe it was the 80s. I could be wrong on those dates. But The Ring's, The Ring's fine. I don't have problems with it, but it's like it's based off of the Japanese. Like it's based off Ringu, right? So it was a remake of that. And it's okay. It was creepy and it had its effects or whatnot. Conjuring, out of the 3 that you listed, is the best. That was one of the best effective uses of an R rating ever, because it was an R-rated movie for horror. There's very little blood. There's no swearing. There's no gore, but it's rated R for like just being terrifying. And James Wan just knows how to do that really well. I mean, even all the way up to oh gosh, damn it, Malignant. So good. He's such a good horror director. It's too bad he went off and did freaking like Aquaman or whatever the hell he did. American Pie. Those movies are great. Like Warm Apple Pie. Amber and I watched all of those. I don't think she'd ever seen them. We watched those like a year and a half ago together. She found like the entire series. I'm not talking about the Bandcamp spin-offs and stuff, and because there's like 8 spin-off movies, but I'm talking about the core movies in the American Pie saga. There's 4 of them, right? American Pie 2, American Wedding, and American Reunion. American Wedding's garbage. It sucked. I remember liking it when I first saw it. but it's no good. And even Amber was like, what is happening right now? Like, she had gotten used to these characters. She's like, what is it? I think there was a vast change in direction and writing, and then they fixed it with Reunion, because Reunion's just as good as 1 and 2. I don't know about just as good as 1, but it's just as good as 2, which is a very good movie. I remember when that same trip that I talked about earlier, where Mike and I drove his Camaro to New Denver back in 2001. We ended up going to Kelowna as well to visit my aunt and uncle. Yes, my dad's sister lives in Kelowna. I haven't been out there to visit them in a long time, and I feel terrible. But that summer, Mike and I stayed with them, and that's when American Pie 2 came out. And we ended up going to the theater and watching American Pie 2 out of the theater in Kelowna. It's like a core memory for me. Very good movie. Thanks, Francis. I appreciate that. Firefly and Serenity. I did watch all of that. I watched the movie first, like most people. I wasn't a hardcore fan. Then went back and watched Firefly after. Who doesn't like Nathan Fillion? If you don't like Nathan Fillion, you should check your pulse. Until the End of the World. I haven't heard of that one. I know I'm getting a little bit behind. Y'all are assaulting me now just to test me, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Did I get into the Fast and the Furious movies? Of course. I'm all caught up. Did you not watch my vlog in Cranbrook where I went and watched Fast X? Come on, girl. Yeah, I got into them. They're garbage. They're no good, but they're so entertaining. The first movie was great. I mean, it was literally just Point Break with cars, but it was well done. And Paul Walker and Vin Diesel, they brought it for what it was. And it was directed by the black director, who's very good at directing movies like that, but then he never came back. He didn't do any of them after. I can't remember him. Damn it. I feel like he did No, he didn't do that. Anyways, Too Fast, Too Furious sucked. Vin's not in it. Tokyo Drift is the one that I haven't seen. Don't give a shit. 4, okay, starting to bring it back to the way the first one was. 5, phenomenal. Denza Kuduro. Love that song. And dragging the safe across the street. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 all start to blur together. I mean, 8 stands out because it's got a submarine in it. 7 stands out because they got the Dubai tower jump. 9 was stupid. Like 9, I almost fell asleep. I remember that they went to space finally, and they flew a car in outer orbit. Like, give me a break. But then 10 was actually, they finally fixed it. I can't believe that we have to wait until 2025 to see 11. Like, that's just silly. Dan the Van Dana, Miss Tina, hello. Cheers to you and welcome to the live stream. Sorry, we've been doing this for a while now. It's all over the map. People are just testing me with movies at this point, but yeah, I tend to agree with you, Freedom Paws, on the Halloween movies, although I love the Rob Zombie ones. They were really good too. Oh, Stacey Noble's missing out on Paul Walker. She misses him a lot. She was this close to marrying him. The Last Samurai. Oh, that's it was Tom Cruise, but it was also Edward Zwick, the director. It was good. It was entertaining. I enjoyed it. I think the director did a very good job. He also directed Defiance with Daniel Craig, World War II movie. So good. One day, with this one time at band camp, fix it for you, James. Don't screw up quotes, even though I do it all the time. Stop asking about Bloodsport. We already talked about it. I barely remember it. House of a Thousand Corpses. I actually want to watch that again. And I know it was Rob Zombie. He did that and The Devil's Rejects and the Devil's 3 or whatever. Or I can't remember. I never see the third one. I saw Devil's Rejects. I wanted to watch House of a Thousand Corpses like a week ago, but it's not on any streaming service. I'd have to buy it. Which I remember when I first saw House of a Thousand Corpses, I'm like, well, this is just a remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So I'd like to watch it again and see if I still have that same opinion. House of Wax, the original or the remake with Alicia Cuthbert. Tom Cruise in Legend. Yeah, I barely remember. I wasn't one of those movies I watched. That was like a Jim Henson thing, right? With the puppets or whatever. Legend. Which is the one? Oh, I'm thinking of Labyrinth with David Bowie. Both of them. I never really saw those. The original thing was good. So was the remake. The original thing with James Arness. Wait, what? You talking about the one with Kurt Russell? Or is there another one before that? I think there is a one before that. I can't remember. Con Air is great. I was just talking to Amber the other night. I'm like, back in the 90s, Nicolas Cage made great movies. Because we watched Ambulance, which is one of Michael Bay's newest movies, with Jake Gyllenhaal. And in that movie, they actually reference The Rock and Bad Boys, which are Michael Mann movies, which I thought was pretty ballsy and totally Michael Mann. And it got me thinking about other Nicolas Cage movies. And of course, then I immediately thought about Con Air, which was directed by Simon West, not Michael Bay, but very good action movie. You want to talk about spot-on action movies? The 90s were our, like, oh God, they were so good. The Rock, Con Air, Die Hard, even though that was the 90s. Speed, right? Like, Speed is almost a perfect action movie, just like Die Hard. So good. We already talked about John Wick. We're not going back in time, Chuck. Sorry. I haven't seen The Great Wall. with Matt Damon, actually. I'm really looking forward to his movie with Casey Affleck that's coming out in August, though, on Apple TV. Weekend at Bernie's. Weekend at Bernie's is great. I remember watching that a lot when I was younger. I found that very hilarious. Both those guys I cannot name, like the two main characters that are holding Bernie up the entire time. But that's a movie that like captured my childhood imagination. Like, oh, it's a beach house and this is what you can do here. But these guys got to keep him alive. We got comedy. It's kind of like seeing what a movie could be. But I'm also enthralled with like the beach life mentality. They're really I was gonna say really good. It's another dangerous movie for an impressionable young man to watch. Good night, Leopard Girl. You get yourself some sleep tonight. You've been up far too late. Point Break, I've seen. I don't remember much of it. I know Keanu Reeves goes, "Arr!" It was a Hot Fuzz reference, but still. Euro Trip was great. Road Trip and Euro Trip. Oh my God, so good. Like they're not, but they are. Oh, The Unforgiven's phenomenal. That's one of my favorite go-to Clint movies for sure. I loved it. I've seen that tons of times. Him, Morgan Freeman, Gene Hackman. I don't remember the fourth. I remember there always being four actors credited in that movie. The fourth always escapes me, Dan. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, Unforgiven, great movie. I mean, anything that Clint directs is usually good, and when he's in it, it was really good. That being said, what was that? Not The Mule. What was the one after that he did? Terrible. I reviewed it, and I was like, oh, God, Clint's finally crossed the line. So boring. Cry Macho. Ooh! Kill me. Starship Troopers. That was great. That was Paul Verhoeven. You did a good job. That was satire for days. Didn't know it at the time. I just watched Starship Troopers to see the boobs and the insects. That was a weird combination, but that's true. Would you watch it now in context with what he was doing? Because he also directed the original RoboCop. What about the latest End of the World movies? Don't Look Up, Civil War, and there was another Don't Look Up. Oh, Don't Look Up I actually reviewed here on the channel. I enjoyed it for what it was. The message was completely skewed and wrong, and you have to read between the lines. Civil War was dull as all get out. That was such a good idea. Such a good potential for an awesome movie. And I get it. Okay, so they wanted to focus on journalism and whatnot and the importance of this, that, and the other thing. That's fine. The last 20 minutes of Civil War, amazing. So much fun. The rest of the movie, fucking... maybe I'm burned out on like shows like The Walking Dead and stuff, but when your movie poster is snipers camped out in the torch of the Statue of Liberty, and that's not in your movie, take a hike. Unacceptable. They could have done so much more with that. That's my opinion. I saw The Core once. I didn't. That's Hilary Swank. Another like Armageddon-y type movie where they go to the center of the earth. They got to restart the Earth's core with a nuke. Christmas Vacation. I actually hadn't seen Christmas Vacation forever until I watched it with Lindsay, and it was one of her like traditional movies. Yeah, it's very funny. Shutter's full. Ice is ready. Hang on. Oh shit. Oh, mistakes were made. I got a big ice chunk. I guess that's what happens when you don't remove all of the ice from your ice maker. Look what my EcoFlow just made me. Ah! It's an ice mutant. I haven't even taken the lid off of my cup yet. That's what happens when you leave ice in there and make more ice, I guess. Moonfall was no good. Sorry, Sharon. Moonfall was dull AF. Remember both Amber and I watched that a while ago, and we were just like, what a snooze fest this is. It's okay. You can be wrong, Sharon. You're allowed. There's no harm in being wrong. Unless you were saying that it was bad. World War Z and Zombieland. Those are not comparative movies, but both entertaining. I just watched both Zombielands not too long ago, actually. Very good. I'll leave that ice there. I feel like I don't need it all. Ladder 49. I'm going to talk about a movie that's going to break your heart unexpectedly. Yes, Ladder 49. One of my movie that I don't ever see get brought up, and to go back to me saying that like Robert De Niro is a good actor, is a movie called 15 Minutes with Robert De Niro and a very underrated actor known as his mother called him that, Edward Burns. Freaking Ed Burns. I loved him. He did not do enough. But that movie, 15 Minutes, where it's like about this like these two Russians that come to America and realize like the quickest way to like make a name for yourself is just do crime. You get your 15 minutes of fame, and De Niro plays a police investigator, or whatever. He's a cop, and Edward Burns plays a fire marshal, and they team up to try to find these guys. Oh, it's such a good movie. So good, so underrated. I don't know. That movie made me fall in love with Edward Burns, and he doesn't do anything anymore. It's unfortunate. Machete. Mark G, what happened to the Red Rotopack Congress? I don't know. Is it not there anymore? I don't know what happened. Oh, Sphere with Samuel L. Jackson. Again, it was fine. It was better as a Michael Crichton novel, but I enjoyed it for what it was. You know, the whole like sci-fi aspect about the creature going into his brain. Like, it was like the Sphere creating stuff from his brain because he was reading 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. That's a cool like storytelling trope for sure. Did I see Red Dawn? Yeah, not the original with Patrick Swayze, but I saw the remake with Chris Hemsworth. Oh, 48 hours and another 48 hours. That's Eddie Murphy, right? I haven't seen them. 13 hours? Never heard of that one. There you go. You stumped me. They've beaten Walking Dead to death, yeah. No doubt. Yo, stop. Frick. I'm going to click something and it's going to end the stream again. Frick. Hobo with his shotgun. Yeah, I've seen the trailers for that. Did Mark give us a spoiler? I don't know. There's a lot of words being said. The Walking Dead started out as a great show, but by season 3, it was so dragged out and played out, it got hard to watch. I mean, I agree with your overall assessment. Not that when it happened, though, Jason. I watched The Walking Dead religiously up until season 7. When Negan showed up, that was hard to watch. I knew it was coming because of the comic book, but it's still a tough pill to swallow. And from a creative standpoint, that'd be hard to do regardless. And then I watched into season 8. I think it was season 8. I think it was 7 when Negan showed up. And then I watched into 8, and that's when I lost interest. But I did enjoy what they did up until then. Like, and yeah, season 3, I get what you're saying. I think season 2 was more dull. I don't know what was season 2. Like, even I love Lost. Lost was a great show, but season 2 sucked. You know, you go back, I love to skip season 2 now. Like, I know what happens, I don't give a shit. F off with the hatch. You know what I mean? And Fosse, Madonna, but you keep it all inside. Birdcage. Yeah. De Niro's Cape Fear was tough to watch. I remember seeing a scene when I was a very young boy, the scene where he bites the chick's cheek and rips her flesh off. That left an impression on me, and I couldn't watch that movie for the longest time. Eventually, I went back and did watch it because I love Nick Nolte, and I was like, all right. I see what they're going for. That was Martin Scorsese, too. Actually, Fisher King's a great movie. Well, it's not great. It's confusing as shit, but good performances. Edward Burns has an odd voice. I guess I see what you're saying. How old am I? Says GF. All right, chat. How old am I? Let GF know. Good night, Tina Featherston. Thanks for being here. Where'd my chips go? Where'd my chips go? I'm not old. Oh my God, it's 10:30. What's going on? Why am I still up? Huh. Aw. Thanks, Bobtail Trucker. I never watched Fear the Walking Dead, Jason. I'm not gonna know that. I just watched the main series, but anyway, yeah, that's the answer. 39. Fuck you, Jason. Not yet. 1984, October. So coming up on it very soon. What Red Rotopack? I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry. We'll be 40 in October. Angela, stop acting like you know me. Yeah, there was lots of Walking Dead spinoffs now. There's The Walking Dead. There's Fear the Walking Dead. There was I don't remember the one that other like it was a one series thing. But then there's also Dead City with Negan and Maggie, and then there was Rick and Michonne and Daryl Dixon. But there was another one. I can't remember. Oh, 13 Hours, the Benghazi movie. I did see that. I really liked it. I enjoyed it a lot. I like Krasinski. Something World. The Walking Dead. Something World. Anyway, never watched it. A lot of the zombie movies are kind of the same. Yeah, you got to watch Zombieland. That's it. Just leave it at that. Hey, who doesn't like Kevin Costner with flipper feet? There you go, bud. The Postman. That's what y'all need to watch is The Postman. Angela, where's my cake toppers, man? World is just World of the Walking Dead. I don't think so. That sounds wrong, Vernon. Hang on. Oh, there's also The Ones Who Live. Oh my God. Oh, that's the one with Rick and Michonne. World Beyond, Vernon. It's called The Walking Dead World Beyond. Oh, there. Yeah, there. Christy's like, damn it. Yeah, Top Gun Maverick was great. A perfect example of how Hollywood can actually make a movie, put butts in seats, and not have an agenda. Who is the oldest? Oh, yeah, okay, fine. Share your ages in the chat. Let's see how well this goes. World of the Walking Dead. Were you going to say World of the Walking Dead Beyond? You were still wrong, Vernon. Sit down. I told you before, you got to stop pushing the Q-tip in when you feel resistance. I know you said it, Christy. Calm down. The lag is real. You got to check your surroundings. Check your six. You keep your head on a swivel. 52 eeks, but don't feel it. Oh, shit. You're like, a year older. Horizon is out with Kevin Costner. I know, it's 3 hours and some. I was like, are you kidding me? That's part one. Oh, it's bad. Well, there you go. I don't have to go see it now. Thanks, Pearly Girly. I appreciate it. Braden Dean says I said it. What did you say? Oh, yeah, you said it too. You said it after. Calm down, Braden. Sit down, buddy. Sit down, bud. Ooh, Mark G's 32. Who's the youngest? I think that's a better metric. Yeah, we know you're a grandma, Sheila. Calm down. She's like wearing it like a badge of honor, as you should. I'm just saying, like, sit down. Thank you for being here, Christy. I've enjoyed the rest of your weekend as well. Stay away from the Stampede grounds, okay? Yeah, I think you so far is right, Mark. 32. We used to have this there used to be this little guy around. He lived in his van. He was a gamer. He'd pop into the live chats. That was a while ago. And he was in his 20s. I'm sorry, Roku. It's okay to be factually wrong. Resident Evil movies with Mila were great. We don't judge. You can stay. The first one was like okay for an attempt, but it wasn't Resident Evil, so that's fine. This comes from a Resident Evil fan. Like, I played the games. Braden, stop typing World Beyond. I heard you the first time. Did I see The Passion of the Christ? Of course I saw The Passion of the Christ. That was such a big deal back in the day. I think I was working at the theater when that movie came out. Yeah, I saw that movie. Of course I did. Yeah, clearly you don't feel seen. Holy shit. You needy girlfriend. That's it. We're done. All right? Was it Traveling Gamer? Is that what his name? I don't know. Fifth Element. That's a better movie with Mila Jovovich. The Brothers Grimm. Oh, with Matt Damon and oh God, what's his name? He passed away, right? I can't remember the other guy's name. It's escaping me. You couldn't pay me to go to a movie theater these days. Too many rude people on their phones watching YouTube. Well, I'll tell you what, James. I bet you somebody could pay you to go to a movie theater. And it's not because of that. Those people are on their phones watching YouTube. I mean, it's probably not as bad as you think it is, but they're doing that because the movie they're watching sucks. It's not engaging enough. They don't give a shit. That's the problem. Movies are garbage right now. Dogma's great. Heath Ledger. Thank you, John. Oh, 6 cents. Yeah, I mean, 6 cents is good. Did I cry like a baby like you did? What? Wait, Mark. Sorry. I got a lot of conversations going on right now. Oh, Passion of the Christ. Did I cry during Passion? No. That wasn't a movie that got me in the feels. It was brutal. It was hard to watch. Very well done. I didn't cry. I cry at stupid shit. Well, I guess it's all relative. It's okay. I feel seen now. Thank God. Heath Ledger. All right, I'm done. Braden's just so his internet sucks. Homeward Bound. There you go. That'll get me every time. Oh, I want to see Twisters for sure. I love that movie. The original, so good. Another Michael Crichton produced movie. He didn't write it though. Well, he may have helped write the screenplay, but he didn't like write a book that the movie was based off of. All right, you beautiful bastards. That was fun. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I think with the first live stream, we've been going hard for about 4 hours. I haven't seen the Northman Freedom Pause. My apologies. Don't hold it against me. Everybody go out there. Until the next one, be happy, be creative, be yourselves. Most importantly, be positive. And remember, you cannot make everyone happy. You're not tacos. Bye-bye.